Welcome back, sports fans. We're back and we've made it. We took a week off for the holidays and we're back for Thursday night football in progress. Second and six. Lions handoff to Gibbs, left side, wrapped up in the backfield, taken down for a 3 yard loss. That'll set up third down as the revamped Dallas defense looking to make it to a playoff push here late in the season after Jera and the boys trying to make a move, trading away their star caliber player. But Dak and the offense has been hot. Let's see if the defense can step it up here. Huge playoff game here in Detroit. Third down and 8 here. Goff, shotgun. Gibbs in the backfield. He's got four wide, takes a snap, surveys, steps up, rolls in the pocket. He looks like he's going down, and he's down at the 21. Man, oh man. Brutal, brutal play there. Looks like a coverage sack as Goff was surveying, stepped up in the pocket and tried to roll out and just got swallowed up there. Nice work by the Dallas defense. Here we go. Working off the edge, working against the right tackle there, and he just shoves him right into him. Penny Sewell just gets beat to the outside. Goff tried to roll, but he's a statue back there. Not a lot of mobility from Goff with the baby hands. He likes it indoors, but he does not like it outside of the pocket as Detroit's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. Spot is down, kick is up and good. And Detroit is on the board, 3-zip on their opening drive here as we have 10:46 left as Dak and the boys gets ready. We're going to step aside for a few folks. Sorry for the late start, but we're back. The blue collar broadcast. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back. We're back, friends, for Detroit's first or for Dallas's first drive now, trailing 3-zip here in a must-have game. This here is a must-win really for both of these teams as the playoff picture in the NFC is starting really to get muddled here. 6-5-1 Dallas, 7-5 Detroit. As the kick comes down from Detroit, corralled there at the 5 and taken up to the 20, cuts back to the center of the field, 25, back up into the middle, 30, and wrapped up there at the 32. Turpin with a nice little return there as Dak comes out, looks up to the sky and says, "Please save me." But we'll see. Dak and the boys have been pretty hot lately. Been cooking it up pretty good. 25 touchdown passes there for Zach, second most in the league behind Mr. Matt Stafford. I mean, the guy's really had a good season, especially with the addition of George Pickens out there. Let's see how they attack this Detroit defense. And let's see how the trenches hold up today. As Dak is under center, single back, handoff goes Javonte Williams, cuts it back up to the center, got about 5 yards there before he's wrapped up by a reader there, right in the middle. That's a good start for the Cowboys. And Javonte Williams has had himself a nice season. He's cooled off a bit as of late, but that's been a pretty solid addition for them. He's really shored up the running game. As we get a look at Baby Schottenheimer there, looks like a Cialis commercial. 2nd and 5, play action. Dak rolls out to the right, throws right, and he's got Pickens there, and he's got a first down and a couple yards more. Nice work, number 3, getting open, getting it done on a little drag route over the middle, and you got a man down for Detroit, and they can't have this. It's tough enough trying to guard Pickens and CD Lamb, and now you got a defensive back down. Looks like he's in some pain too, but oh no, hopefully he's okay. As we're gonna get a little pause in the action here, and like I say in the soccer games and whatnot, get that little stretcher out there and roll his ass off the field, and let's get moving. I hope he's okay, Thomas Harper, but get on out of there. Strong safety for them. Let's see what it looks like here. And you don't tackle with your head down. You got to keep your head up. Puts his head down and gets his neck cracked. Man, it looks like Pickens took a little something out of that too, but you lead with your head. He just kind of got his neck cranked right there. Hopefully he's okay. They just rung his bell a little bit. They're coming over to him. The guy in the seersucker suit there looks like he got right out of the Kentucky Derby. Coming over to check on him saying, "You good, man?" He says, "Yeah, I'm good. Let me get out of here." Just a little wobbled, a little shaky. Rung my bell a little bit. And they said, "Well, that's why you don't leave with your head there, big man." And he says, "Yeah, I know. Just walk me on out of here. Get that little stretcher out here and just get me out of here." As we get the extended look now throughout, as we are similar to most games, especially on Thursday night. I don't know what it is about Thursday night football games, but they never seem to disappoint in the way of poor play and a lot of delays. Whether it's guys getting injured, flags all over the place, extended referee comments. I mean, we're what, 8 plays into this game? This is the first drive for Dallas, and we already have a delay. And on the back end of this now, as we get a look at the backup who's going to come in to replace Avonte Maddox. I mean, 8th season in the league, guy's been around a while. It's not like he's some scrub off the bench, but he is 8 years deep and he's on the bench for a reason. So don't be surprised if they go right after him here. And if I was Dak and the boys, I'd do the same thing. Go right at him. But let's see what they do here. 1st and 10, 10 minutes left first quarter. Jumbo formation in there. Play action. Dak steps up. He's got pressure, dumps it off to Williams. He's greeted right there. He's wrapped up and he's going down. Nice tackle there in the backfield. Barnes, the linebacker, quickly diagnosing that play, coming up to make the stop. Here we go. We got the 2 tight end set there, 3 tight end set for Dallas. Single back Williams, play action. Dak rolls to the right, pressured immediately, dumps it off into the backfield, and Barnes is there to wrap him up. Williams tries to fight out of it, cannot get through. Nice work, 55. 2nd and 15, 5-yard loss there. Dak, shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap, pressure coming off the right side, looks down the middle. He's got his man, and it's a first down. Jake Ferguson over the middle, nicely done. Dak diagnoses the zone, hits him quick, and they're moving quick now as they're going to go right at Maddox on cue as they are in the hurry up offense. Dak shotgun again, takes a snap, looks deep to the left, and he throws deep down the left side, single coverage. Nice effort there by Branch. Branch wanted the offensive PI, and I don't think, I think he had an argument to be made there. It looked like the guy grabbed him a bit, but an uncatchable ball sets up 2nd and 10. Nice idea from Dak and the Dallas offense to take a couple shots here, especially working against the new safety Maddox. A little seam route right there by Ferguson. Maddox comes up to make the tackle. Well done by Dak to diagnose. Throws a little wobbler, but right at his man. 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun again. Trips right. Williams in the backfield off his left side. And the draw play goes to Williams, and he's met right there at the line, and that's nothing. Nice work by the Detroit defensive line to just plug them gaps up right up the middle. Rock Ya-Sin coming up to make the tackle as Schottenheimer barks his play into Dak here, setting up 3rd and 10 inside 9 minutes now as we get a look at the Detroit fans. And, you always have to ask yourself when you're watching a Detroit game what it might be like to be a Detroit fan. First of all, they live in Detroit, so you really got to feel for them. Second of all, I mean, the only team worse than Detroit may be Buffalo. And, that might be stretching it. Shotgun for Dak, takes it, pressure off the backside, throws. Nice job there by the Detroit defense to pressure Pickens on the completion. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 9, and Dallas is likely going to punt. And there's your man Maddox on cue. They go after him. Good job by Dallas to go after the new guy. As Pickens working out, wide out, or Brian Branch was on him there, well off in the coverage. Oh, we're losing a little here. There we go. Have a little technical difficulties, but nice job by the Detroit secondary to knock that one away. Field goal attempt here as he snaps it through, and we have ourselves a tie game now. 57-yard attempt. Geez, he made that look real easy here. 3-3 as both teams sputter out on a somewhat promising drive. We'll come back to the comment on Detroit. We're going to step aside for a couple commercials. We'll be back, friends. Hang tight. We're back, friends. As Detroit takes the kickoff up to the 25, up to the 30. He's got a seam down the side, and he's got 40-yard line as the kicker. Man, Aubrey with a nice little shoulder there as he just took Kennedy, the return man, and shoved him aside. Nice little left shoulder there by Aubrey saying, "Get down, get out of my way." So we get a first look at the Bull Moose and Kirk Herbstreit. As Herbstreit looks on, I'll do my best at trying to lip read here as Al Michaels goes, "I've seen 8 generations of Schottenheimers, and this might be the best variation yet." And Herbstreit says, "You may be right, but slow down there, Al. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure." Marty was pretty good. As Goff's under center, bunch left, sends a man in motion to the right, single back Montgomery. Handoff goes to him over the left side. He's got 2 or 3 before he's swallowed up there. Nice little tackle there by Williams, the linebacker. As the Dallas defense, we get a look at some of their numbers. Last 3 games moved up to about mid-pack as the new man, Quinton Williams, comes out. Nice addition for them to shore up the defensive line. We'll see if it works for Jarrah. We'll see. Goff under center again with the bunch left, in tight, sends a tight end in motion to the right. Play action. He's got pressure. He looks and he just spikes one into the ground. And Goff's been under heat. I don't know why they're going after this. That was clearly an incomplete pass. We're just going to play it through. Is that Solomon Thomas picks up the incomplete pass? They call it a fumble by the line judge, and there's just no way in hell that is a fumble because his arm was clearly going forward. And anyone that can't see it probably shouldn't be a referee, and they probably shouldn't be playing through because that's the way guys get hurt. Here's Goff stepping up in the pocket under pressure, just looks lost, and clearly his arm is moving forward, and he threw it, and he spiked it right into the ground. It's really not that close of a play. But then again, I'm up here watching this on the computer, and that's a different story. So whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Looked pretty obvious to me. As Goff working in the shotgun again with the bunch left, sends St. Brown back over to the right, so he's 2-by-2 here. Still has Montgomery in there. Dallas showing pressure at the line, and they drop off. 4-man rush. Goff looks to the right, throws, and his man just falls down. St. Brown just went to the ground. Detroit wants a flag, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it. Maybe their feet got tied up, but he was looking St. Brown on the right, and Goff looks a little shaky. He's been under pressure, and when those baby hands start to feel pressure, they get a little wobbly. As you got St. Brown working out of the slot on the right side, press coverage, shakes his man off, and he tried to shake his man off now. He tried a little push off with the left arm, and he just kind of stumbled, and it got to make you wonder, is the guy just coming back too quick from injury? Who knows? But Detroit is punting, and Dallas will be right back up on the field as that was 3 and out for Detroit there. Fox, the kicker, just pooches one in down there, about to the 10-yard line. Fair catch. What are we doing here? The guy, what is happening? What is happening? It looked like a fair catch, and then the guy didn't fair catch it, and then he caught it, and then he ran. It's got to be a flag either way. The fake fair catch, and the referees don't know what's going on. Man, what Thursday night football never ceases to fail. Number 9's back there. Yeah, that's a fair catch signal. And then the guy stops and doesn't crack him. Then he stops, and then he runs. It's almost like we don't know how to play the game on Thursday night. Maybe they should get rid of these Thursday night games. And now we have 4 men in black and white shirts huddling up to talk about a play that really shouldn't be that hard. Just call the penalty, end the play, and let's move forward. It's a penalty. Sean Hockley. Okay. And he's going to give us. Okay. You know what? I refuse to listen to Sean Hockley or anything that comes out of his mouth. Just like his dad, the guy wants to be on camera all night. And if it's him and his crew, they're going to be on camera all night long. Offsetting penalties. Yeah, okay. I don't know. That guy's got a damn club on his hand. Anyways, as we look at some of the Detroit fans, yeah, I'll just reserve comment for later. Like I said, it's hard enough being a Lions fan. I don't need to bag on them any more than they've already been bagged on. That's a tough ask right there to root for the Detroit Lions. And you even have people with Halloween costumes out here as Dak is going to operate from his 4-yard line. In tight here, single back, split wideouts. The handoff goes to Williams over the left side. He's greeted right there, and the Detroit defensive line is looking pretty decent here in the early going. Not a lot of running room for Javonte Williams as Mr. Campbell in there, the middle linebacker, to make the tackle. Nice work getting into the backfield to stop that play. Detroit's defense got some players now. I know they haven't put up the numbers, but they got a little something here. And this really does have the makings. I mean, this is, by all intents and purposes here, a playoff game. As Dak operating out of the shotgun now, spreading them out here, 3 wide receivers, 2 to left, takes a snap, looks left. He's got all day back there. Quick throw to Pickens, breaks the tackle. He's got about 5 or 6, 4 or 5, and it'll set up 3rd and short as we're under 7 minutes now. The offensive line hasn't been able to produce on the ground, but the pass coverage has been pretty good for Dak as he's been able to operate with a pretty clean pocket thus far as he tries to hear the play call from Schottenheimer, 7th generation. Shotgun for Dak. Everyone's holding up a 3. Don't really care what that's about. 3rd down, maybe? I don't know. I don't care. 3rd and 5 now for the Cowboys. operating deep in their own zone. Dak running out of play clock here. 5 seconds left. Shotgun pressure coming up the middle as he goes down, and Campbell's got him, and that could be a safety. Or did he get him at the 1 yard line? Pretty close. Campbell right up the middle. They bring the big time blitz, and they call the safety. Line judge Billy Two Bets down there as Dak looked like he was trying to get rid of it. Didn't diagnose it, but the linebacker right up the middle. Just man, let's see that coming. Just brought the house on him as Dak had 1 foot in the end zone, and he leaned forward. The ball might have been across the goal line as Campbell just swallowed him up and brought him down. Aiden Hutchinson in too, working off the left side or Dak's right side, and that looks like that's got to be a safety, right? Nice job by the Detroit defense. Good timing on the blitz, bringing the heat on Dak. I mean, I thought he would have picked it up. They showed it early and they brought it. I mean, you just got to get rid of it. But it's under review, 5-3, as the Detroit Tigers are all over the Texas Rangers here. As the referees are huddled up, and I'm guessing I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we're going to get an extended referee explanation to this play because it's Sean Hockley, because he loves the camera. Okay. And I mean, again, there's Big Brother, there's 8,000 camera angles here. Why is this taking so long? There's no need for this to take any longer. These games are 3 hours long as it is. Why do we need to sit around and stare at the back of these guys' heads? Right? How much money do these people pay to watch? How much money does Amazon Prime play? And here we go. Hockey League comes over and he's talking to some guy so we can get a co-pilot by Microsoft advertisement in there. Get out of here with this. This is a colossal waste of time. And you got the badass Dan Campbell over there going, "What is taking you people so long? 6 or 7 seconds? That's all it should take." Really? As Schottenheimer is pumped over there. I don't know what he's pumped about. His quarterback just got freaking smashed in the end zone. And Sean Hockley on cue, I don't know how he doesn't call that a safety. That's just a terrible call. Again, I'm not an NFL referee, but that is horrifically bad. He's in the end zone. What isn't in the end zone here? The ball is across the line. Like, what isn't in the end zone? How is that not a safety? Well, what they should do now is just blow up the kicker. Just bring the blitz again or bring the heat and just blow the kicker up. Nice work by Campbell nonetheless as he gets the sack on that one. Kind of a rough call there. I don't understand. I don't know. Again, I'm not listening to anything they say. I refuse to listen to Sean Hockley. I refuse to listen to his dad, however many years ago that was. And the son is no different. Carbon copy. Lot of hot air as Dallas is punting out of their own end zone. 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Snap is away, and here comes a kick. He gets it off cleanly. Nice work by the special teams there. And it's a great kick out past the 40-yard line, corralled there and up past 50 and to the about 42-yard line there. And again, Kennedy with a nice little return. Nice little work there. Looks like Rudy Rudiger back there. He's built like a shorter, slower tight end. Kind of weird that he's returning kicks, but nice work nonetheless. I mean, again, I don't understand how that's not a safety, but it's 5-3. Lions on top. We'll be back in a few. Hang tight. We're back to Detroit, friends, as Terry McCauley is the rules analyst is going to tell us why that wasn't a safety, although anyone with any common sense knows that that's a safety. Why? Because both feet in the ball were in the end zone. You call it whatever you want to call it. I call it a bad call. 42-yard line here for Goff. Shotgun. He's got 5 wide receivers, 3 left, 2 right. No pressure coming from Dallas. He steps up, throws over the middle. It's caught right there. It's Gibbs. And he's going to have 3 or 4. Nice job wrapping up there by the Dallas defense to hold him to nothing. And that's what you got to do with this guy. Do not let him get out in open space because he will wreck you. As Goff and the Lions not moving very quickly. Goff's been under pressure today. He does not look great. We'll just say that. And that's usually the case when he's under pressure. So if Dallas can continue to get in his face, I imagine this will be a long day for Jared Goff. Shotgun here, 2 by 2. Pressure coming off the right side. Quick throw out to the left. Corral there, first down. Nice job. Nice work there by Goff completing the pass to his backup tight end there. And that is Firkser. Huddle up here for Dallas or for Detroit. 4.5 minutes first quarter. 3-3 ball game. Gibbs in now as Goff surveys the field, operating out of the shotgun. 2 by 2 again as he brings him in tight. He's got the big man out there, and why they have a right tackle out there, and they throw him a pass, number 70. I mean, that guy doesn't look like he's caught too many passes in his day. Trying to get too cute here. I mean, sometimes you just need to not outthink yourself and just get the ball in your best player's hands. And I don't think number 70 is their best player. They had him split all the way out to the right. No one was on him. They bring him in motion to the left. They got 2 guys moving at the same time. That's got to be an illegal motion. He didn't catch it. And of course, the Dallas player picks it up because a forward pass that's dropped has to be a fumble. No, it's not. And everyone knows that. So why are we picking it up and running with it? Like, I don't get it. It's really hard to understand Thursday Night Football sometimes. As they come over to talk to number 70 and go, what the hell were you thinking, dude? Dan Campbell goes, don't stand next to me. I do not want to see your face. Bunch left. Man in motion to the right, sends him back to the left. Single back Gibbs. Play action. Goff plants, throws it back to Gibbs on the left side. And he's only going to have 2 or 3. Again, nice job by the Dallas defense to stop him right there. And they've done a pretty good job so far containing this Detroit offense. It does not look very lights out like it has been. I mean, this offense can light you up in a heartbeat. I mean, they got the players all over the place, but nothing really doing here. 2nd and 13 as Goff is going to operate out of the shotgun again. Gibbs, backfield to his right. It's 2 by 2 in tight, condensed. Pressure coming off the left side. Quick throw over the middle as it's caught there by ARSB, and he's going to break it through, and he's passed down to the 8-yard line. Nice little quick slant route for ASB as he catches it and does the rest. And he doesn't look hurt there, I tell you. Man, oh man. That's it. I mean, don't throw the ball to your left tackle, number 70. Get it in ASB's hands as he's working out of the slot. Quick little slant play there. Hits him, and then just let him do the rest. And he got another 15, 20 yards after the catch on that one. And it really is that easy with this offense. Nice throw from Goff, hitting him in stride. And ASB just does the rest like he's done for the last however many years. 2 catches, 33 yards for him. Goff under center. In tight now. Jumbo formation in. Sends Williams in motion. Jet sweep to the right. And he's got some blockers in front. And he dives and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Lions. Jamison Williams on the end around. But did they say he stepped out? Let's see. They say he stepped out at the 1. Well, let's see. Let's get a look at that because don't forget, this is Sean Hockey League's crew, and I'll tell you one thing, they're all bad. End around here for Jamison Williams, sends him in motion, defense shifts, and he just blows right by him. 2 blockers out in front. Well, maybe he did step out. Looked like he might have stepped out at the 1. Yeah, he sure did. Good call. I won't take it back what I said about Hockey League and crew. They are terrible, but he was out. First down, or now 2nd goal now from the 2-yard line. Jumbo formation. Single back is Gibbs. Snap, handoff to Gibbs. He cuts left, cuts right, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, and they did it on the very next play as the Lions go up now. Get a little cement mixer, a little dance. Nothing like a little dance. I mean, well-deserved after that nice little touchdown run there for Gibbs. As the Dallas defense I mean, it really was just the one play to ASB over the middle. Here you go. We get a nice quick look at it here. The guard traps over to the right, and then just boom, cleans it out. And you're not going to arm tackle Jahmyr Gibbs over the middle when he only needs 1 yard. Nice work, Detroit Lions, and just what they needed there, especially after stuffing the Dallas offense on the last drive. As Gibbs punches it in now, we are waiting for the extra point here. 2:14 left here in the first quarter. 9-3, Lions on top, and make that 10-3 now as they have a touchdown lead on the Dallas Cowboys. As we will step aside, folks, as the Detroit Lions jump on top here. Dan Campbell loves it. We'll be back in a few, friends. Hang tight. Extended delay, folks. My apologies. We're back for the second quarter. Third down here. Dak and the boys. Jarrett looking on to see what's going on here. As Dak operating out of the shotgun. Three wide receivers to the right, one out to the left is Pickens. Williams stays into block. Quick throw out to the right to Lamb. He steps, cuts forward. He's got the first down, about 5 or 6 more yards. Nice work, and that's too easy as he prepares himself a little meal and a little dance. It's almost like he's never caught a ball in the NFL before because he has to dance after every catch. I don't understand it. Quick little pick play. Nice throw. Plants his foot, cuts it back upfield. He has the first down. Nice little play design there from Dak and the boys. CD Lamb. Man, oh man, nice set of wide receivers the Dallas Cowboys have here as they trail 10-3. They're in motion. Quick little jet sweep to Turpin over the left side. He's got 5 or 6. He's wrapped up there and thrown down. Nice, quick work. That's Avonte Max coming up to make the play as the backup logging some pretty crucial hours or minutes here for the Detroit defense as his man that he's in for, Harper, concussion, out for the game. Next man up, just get it done. Don't complain, just get it done. Second down now, as Dan Campbell looks on and thinks, "I'm gonna have me a prime rib for halftime." Dak operating under center, changes the play at the line, single back, 2 tight ends. As he takes a snap, handoff goes to Williams, cuts it back up the middle. Nice little move there, but he's corralled there by Branch after a 2 or 3 yard gain. It's going to set up a third and manageable here for Dallas. So honestly, both nice job by both teams so far, both defenses, as they've been able to, kind of slow down these offenses, which can both really cook if you let them go. Let's see. It's a lot of game left, but so far so good from the Detroit defense. I think they got hosed out of the safety as well as Dak calls an audible at the line. Quick little pitch out to Williams on the right side as he's going to have the first down. Nice second effort there from Williams. Quick toss out to the right. Nice job by Dak to change it up there. And Williams, nice patience running out of the backfield to wait for his blocks to materialize. Here's a great look at it here from Big Brother behind. They got bunch to the right. Quick little toss out there with the guard or tackle pulling out to the right. One quick move to Juke Campbell, and that was it. And good job all around there as Dak almost really munged that play up there. But good job by the Dallas offense as he brings a man into the backfield. Play action there, rolls left, looks down the middle, and throws. He's got his man. And who's that? Schoonmaker. Oh, no, span forward. Man, the third tight end. Geez, going deep into the play in the playbook here as Dak trying to work a little trickeration. Tough throw, working off, rolling to his left. And Maddox comes up to make the hit again. And the guy's been in a lot of plays. Hopefully he can maintain this level of play as Dallas continues to go after him. Shotgun in tight again, bunched up on the right side for Dak. Brings a man in motion to the left. Handoff goes up the middle. Quick tackle. And he's going to be about a yard shy there as that was Davis there on the rush up the middle. He'll come off the field in place of Williams and set up a third and short. As Schottenheimer, the seventh, is barking his plays in there. And he does have the look of a cross-eyed guy. He looks like something straight out of Spaceballs, to tell you the truth. Mel Brooks would have got a lot of use out of a guy with a face like that. 3rd and 1 as we get another look at Detroit fans, and they just continue to remind us of how brutal it is to live in Detroit. QB sneak up the middle. First down. Nice play call as Dak just kind of falls over the pile. Nice work by the boys there. First down as Dallas continues to move the ball. And they are just about in there inside the 30-yard line now. Malik Davis. We don't care about the backup running back, to be honest. As we get a look at Schottenheimer, the 7th again. Dak shot or under center again. He's got bunch to the right again. Sends Lamb in motion to the left. Play action out there. Steps up and he looks right and he throws right into the corner. And uncatchable ball, no flag there. Flanoy can't pick it up. Nice effort. Good job by Dak. I mean, that's where you want to miss. You do not want to be throwing interceptions in deep here. As we get a look at some of the stats for the Dallas offense. And they sputtered out the last time they got down into the red zone. Let's see if they can get something going here on this here, their third drive. As Dak breaks huddle, 15 seconds left on the play clock, 10 minutes left here, second quarter, 10-3 Lions on top, three wide receivers, shotgun, pressure coming. Dak dumps it off to Williams, and he's just swallowed up there. Anzalone was in the backfield quickly. Nice job all around, and that's the second time we've seen Detroit bring the heat on third down against Dak. I don't know, is this third down now? They've had success bringing the house. Current drive, 14 plays, 55 yards, eating up a lot of clock. Big play here as Schottenheimer, the seventh, is looking to go deep in the bag of tricks. And again, the Detroit fans, we cannot get enough of these people. They remind us how hard it is to be a Lions fan, as if living in Detroit wasn't bad enough. Dak, empty backfield, five wide receivers. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Calls it four-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. He's under pressure, and he goes down off the left side. And he got him there. Nice work, Detroit Lions. And that time they brought the four-man, and they got him. Muhammad on the sack, as Dak's just going to have to whimper off the field. It's going to be a field goal attempt here. Muhammad out there working one-on-one. Just a little speed rush to the outside. Just beats his man, and just no time for Dak. That is on the left tackle there, just getting beat right out of the block. It's almost like he didn't even know he was there. It's just not a great effort as Muhammad gets in there with the quickness. And again, the Detroit defense stepping up at the big time, giving up some yardage, but coming through when it counts the most. Field goal effort. Aubrey, little punch shot. Ew, and he just got it in there. Thought he was going to go push right there. 10-6 Dallas trails the Lions now. 9.25 left here in the second quarter as we get a look at Detroit. Man, oh man. Just be thankful you don't live there, friends. I'm going to step aside for a few. Be back soon. Hang tight. Welcome back, friends. Detroit taking over now as a third string tight end makes a tackle. And at least it was a muted dance. As we get a couple of looks here at Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nice to see him back. Thought he was going to miss some more time there. And Detroit's got to have him. That was the big play right there that sparked the touchdown drive. He's out there blocking too. Man, Good looking player there. And Detroit's got a handful of options to choose from as far as getting them, playmakers. Williams right there, St. Brown, Gibbs, Montgomery's a nice little player in the backfield. So let's see if the Dallas defense can toughen up here. Got bunch left for Goff under center, single back Montgomery, handoff. Nope, play action, steps up, looks deep. He's got all day back there, and he just spikes one into the ground as nothing really opened up for him down the field. Nice job by the Detroit offensive line to secure the pocket there for Goff. And if he's going to have that kind of time, I imagine this Dallas defense is going to get cooked. But we'll see. We will see. 2nd and 10 now. 9-12 left here. Second quarter. 10-6. Lions on top. There's been opportunities as Williams running the fly route. I mean, he was past him, but looks like Goff didn't see it. As he's got shotgun now. Bunch left. 2 guys out to the right, and they want a false start, and they're going to get it. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Sean Hockley. Let's see if he can keep his words under 10. Thank you. And really can't get used to that face. Sorry. 2nd and 15 now for the Lions. As Dan Campbell, and we're getting side by side, and that Dallas defensive coordinator looks like a serial killer, so that's what we're going to call him. As Goff, shotgun, trips left, 2 men to the right, in tight here, 4-man rush from Dallas. He steps up, throws left side. He's got Gibbs on the slant route. He's got just about 15 yards. He's going to have about 13 there. Going to set up third and 2. As Gibbs spins the ball, points down the field, even though he didn't get a first down. Had Gibbs operating in the slot there, manned up as he gets checked quick by the linebacker, a little slant route, and he hits him quick. And man, you get that guy in open space, going to be a long day for Dallas. Now let's see what they operate here on 3rd and 2. And let's see if that Dallas defensive front can do something. As Gibbs is out, Montgomery's in, and they're doing shotgun. Same right. He gets and he's got a free play here. Goff looks down the left side, and he underthrew Williams. He might get another flag on the PI. Williams wants it. Don't think he's going to get it, but Dallas defense was offside. They jumped. Free play for Detroit, and of course there's confusion because Sean Hockley. That's why. In motion here, Dallas jumped. Free play. Goff recognized it, looked left, and he just underthrew his man. And we're not going to get a look at the PI. And 4th and 2. What happened? No flag? I don't understand what is happening here. It's almost like I'm watching a different game. And you know what? So they weren't offsides? I mean, we have, again, 10,000 camera views, Big Brother. We got Sean Hockley who wants to over-explain everything. But what was that? As the punt is away and it's down to the 20. This time it's a clear fair catch. And he's got it at the 21, and Turpin pumps his fist like, yeah, I didn't screw that one up. Yeah, well, you shouldn't screw it up. It's not that hard. I really want another look at that play. Where's Terry McCauley, the goddamn rules analyst? The guy knows everything about everything. How is that not offsides? What are we watching here? Look at, okay, maybe it's an optical illusion. And Sean Hockley says, simmer down, big man. I know what I'm doing. Where's the camera? We're going to step aside for a few. Not a good look, okay? All I got to say, Sean Hockley, not a good look. We'll be back. We're back, friends, as we get a look at Schottenheimer, and Schottenheimer as Brian Schottenheimer the seventh. I swear to God, there's been a Schottenheimer in the NFL for the last 8 decades or longer. Look at that face. We'll get back to that. So Brian Schottenheimer the seventh is now the Dallas coach, and we'll see. It's been much of the same, although they've been on a run lately. See if they can get something going here. That they're in this game. Dak play action, steps up, looks deep, and he throws deep down the right side. He's got his man, and he hits him right there. It's Lamb. He's got Lamb on the connection. Great throw as CD Lamb's going to cook himself up a little porridge and look down. And I mean, again, it's almost like CD Lamb has never caught a ball before because he dances after every one. It's kind of great. It's kind of like getting up in the morning, taking a dump, and then doing a dance. I mean, that's like the equivalent. Nonetheless, great throw by Dak. He had the time. Oh, I mean, that could have been a flag. But that's Dak. And Hockley says, nope, you're not Pat Mahomes. You're not getting that flag. Come on. We all know this. Under center now for Dak. Sends a man in motion left. Single back Williams. Play action again. He's under pressure. Hutchinson. He evades. And they just, oh, wow. That could be a live ball. That looked like it was behind the line of scrimmage as Ferguson picked it up smartly. And it's a dead play. Now, that play was close. What are we doing here? See, that play warrants a closer look. And you're telling me, I don't know. This game's getting out of hand because Sean Hockley's refereeing this game. I am telling you, that was a backward. That was a lateral right there. That was a lateral. So that was a live ball. And this is the only play that no one jumps on. They throw scuds into the dirt, and the cornerbacks pick them up and run with them. But on a ball that's actually live, at least they got it right. So that's going to be a huge loss. What is that, like a fumble, I guess? Or is that a negative rush for Ferguson? I mean, it could have damn well been intentional grounding. Either way, good result for the Detroit defense as it's going to be second and forever now as they're backed up. Hutchinson was in the backfield in a hurry. Second and 26, 7:12 left here, 10-6, close game. We got playoff game here now. I'm telling you, 4-man rush, quick throw out to the left to Lamb as Reed just pushes him out. And no porridge this time for Lamb as that was just not enough yards or something. But Detroit might want to be careful with that man over there because he is cooking up some porridge and he's hungry out there. Third and forever for Detroit or for Dallas. As the Detroit defense, they're going to pin the ears back now and get after there. And let's just see if they can get Dak on the ground. Third and 21, 6:40 left here. Third or second quarter, 10-6 Lions on top. Condensed formation on the right side in bunched up. Dak, shotgun, 3 seconds left on the play clock. 4-man rush from Detroit. Dak's got time. He steps up. He rolls to the right. And he just quick throw out there to Ferguson. Block in the back. Nice try there. And the ball's out. And it's on the ground. And Detroit's got it just on the other side of midfield. And Bobby Two Dimes over there, number 47 line judge, says Detroit ball, as that was not how they drew it up. You'd rather just punt it away there, Ferguson, but trying to do too much on a play that you're never going to make. As he tries to break a tackle, he gets stood up, and Campbell comes in with a big right cross and just punches it out, and Branch falls on it. Nice work by the Detroit defense. Look at this right cross. Pow! What? You want some of that? And there you go. That's how it's done. Campbell having himself a little game now. Detroit defense has showed up in a big way, and Dak is trying to tell Ferguson how to corral the ball. Just stay in your lane, Prescott. Seriously, just throw the damn ball. You don't need to tell the tight end how to hold on to the ball. You're not out there getting tackled, okay? So just stand down. Big turnover there as Detroit going in tight now. Jumbo formation. Big number 70 in there. Single back is Gibbs. Handoff goes to Gibbs. He cuts it out to the left side and bounces it outside. He's got about 2 or 3, and he rolls out of bounds. Nice job by Gibbs to make something out of nothing there. And we have a flag because Sean Hockley hasn't been on camera for at least 3.5 minutes. And it's going to be holding. And that number 70 is not having a game out there. They had him out wide left. They brought him in. And that's just a stupid, stupid play. That is just a low IQ play right there. He just tackled the guy in front of everyone. Why is that guy on the field? Skipper? No. Okay? No. 1st and 20. And that's just, you get good field position, and what do? The first thing you do is holding and back up 10. Terrible. As they're back now at their own 35. Shotgun for Goff, 3 wide receivers. And they want another false start, and they're going to get it. And it's almost like Hockley doesn't see it until Dallas points at it and tells him. That's the second time that's happened. And I'm telling you, this is textbook Thursday night football. We got flags all over the place. We got delays all over the place. We got Sean Hockley's face. We got Schottenheimer the seventh over here. What is happening? First and 25. Shotgun. Goff takes it. Quick throw. Right side to Tesla as he tackles him there at the 40. That's going to get back about 10 and set up second and long. Nice little receiver there, Tesla. You know the fantasy geeks know about this guy. He's got some game. We'll see. We'll see if they use him. Nice option out there as a third wide receiver. Second and 17 now for the Rams. The serial killer looks on and says, I want me some scalps today, boy. Second and 17 now. Goff operating under center brings ASB over to the right in line. Handoff. Nope. Play action. Steps up. Four-man rush. He looks deep and he throws to the right side and he's got his man Williams and it's a first down. Nice work by Jared Goff. A long comeback route there for Williams. Weak coverage there out on the right. And this is the thing about this Detroit offense. You think it's one guy and the next guy will cook you. They got playmakers all over the place. As Bland was working on him and he's just gotten cooked right off the bat. And that's just not good coverage. He's just, I mean, that's there all day right there. Williams take that guy all day long. And Goff found him. Nice work by Jared Goff. Jared Goff loves it in the dome now with them baby hands. Pressure off the left side. Goff looks deep and he throws deep down the left side. He's got his man, overthrows him. And it was Williams again working against Bland, but he did have coverage or help from the safety up over top. Nice work there by the Dallas D. And nice job at least by Goff to look down there and take a shot. As Goff looks a little heated up. Nice to see a little fire out of the guy. Goff is a little bit of a stiff back there. Nice to see a little life out of him every now and again. As Dan Campbell looks on, I swear to God, that is not a play calling sheet. That is a menu for his halftime lunch. As Ferguson stares on and hopes his defense can bail him out. Second and 10, 4:36 to go at the Dallas 35-yard line. Goff, shotgun, trips left. Pressure again coming off the left side. Handoff goes up the middle. Montgomery's got a hole and he's got more. He's got the first down, a little bit more, and he breaks it out to the 15. He's to the 10, and it's going to be a touchdown. David Montgomery with a nice piece of run in there as he breaks through the middle. Nice play call on the draw play. Couple of broken tackles up the middle, and you don't arm tackle David Montgomery because that's the result. Nice work, Detroit Lions, as they're on top now by 10. Here's a real good look at it as Goff takes a snap shotgun. One move is all it took. And then arm tackle effort from the safety coming over from the side. And that's not going to get it done. Hanging on for dear life. And that was it. As they brought everyone up and no one back deep. Nice run, David Montgomery. 16-6 now. Lions on top. As the extra point is good. And it's 17-6, 11-point lead for Dallas. And can't say that I'm surprised because, of course, I didn't get a chance to mention it because I was late, but I took Dallas +3, and this is what I get. Because every time you bet on Dallas, this is what you get. Just, for next time, for next week. Lions on top. Nice little drive there off the turnover. Step aside for some commercials. Don't let them sell 40% interest rate credit cards, friends. Hang tough. We'll be back. We're back for the turban kick, and he's off, and he is down past midfield. Nice return, but I have the sense it's coming back. Another key thing to remember about Thursday Night Football is there's usually flags on every special teams play, and Turpin knows it, and Hockley knows it, and he says there's always holding on a return, and I'm going to call it, and I'm not going to miss this call because I want everyone to see my guns and see how tight my shirt is because I'm Ed Hockley's son. As the Bull Moose is back now, as Herb Street looks on and says, "Sure, Al, sure." And Al goes, "Where are we again?" And Herb Street says, "Detroit, Al. How could you ever forget? Look around." And Al says, "Oh yeah, well there's Jarrah." And Herb Street says, "Well, can't ever question Jarrah because that's his team." And Al says, "I remember the 8 owners before Jarrah." As we're back now and Prescott operating under center, steps up, quick throw, looks to the right and dumps it off to Williams. Nice job going through his progressions there by Dak, and that'll pick up 5 or 6. That's a nice job there by Prescott, just giving what's taken or taking what's given to him. As Schottenheimer, the 7th, looks on now and has to get something going here. Big turn of events there on the Ferguson fumble as Detroit was able to turn it into points with the 11-point lead. But if Dallas can get in the end zone here before the end of the half, and go a long way in making a game out of this. In tight again with the 2 tight ends. Sends one in motion to the left. Prescott steps, throws to the right. Quick throw to Lamb. Same thing. Plants, and he's got 20 yards at least as he points out his blocks. And let's see if he gets his porridge out. And sure, he does as he's cooking. And again, it's almost like he's never caught a ball before because he dances after every play. Same play here, working against Reed. A little quick out, plants his foot and just cooks him right there. Points out the block and says, "How'd you miss that? I pointed him out to you. I told you where he was." As George Pickens on the other side goes, "Let's go to the casino. I know they got one out here in Detroit. They got everything in Detroit." 1st and 10, Dallas at their own 46. Man in motion to the left. Handoff goes to Williams. Hutchinson coming crashing down the line, but not after Williams picks up 3 or 4 yards. Campbell in on the tackle as well. As Goff is over here talking to his offensive line saying, "Just keep me upright and we'll score." God damn it. And Schottenheimer, the 2nd or 7th, looks on and he's got that face of a man that just doesn't really know what's happening. And I've seen that look before. 2nd and 7, Dallas. Dak, shotgun. He's got 3 wide receivers. Brings one in tight, everyone in tight now. Play action. Steps up. He's looking deep, and he's throwing deep down the right side. It's 1-to-1 to Pickens. One arm, and yep, they're going to call him every time because Reed was holding his arm. George Pickens working against his man, and that's going to set up 1st and goal for Dallas. I mean, it was pretty obvious. Pickens wanted it. Hockley is running for the camera. Where's the camera? Show me the camera. As we get a good look at it now, as Pickens, let's see his move here, just runs a quick little go route, illegal hands. Oh, they called it on the offense? Oh, okay. Offsetting penalties. Offsetting penalties. Oh, man, that's a big get there. That is a big get. Let's see the hands in the face. Oh, there you go. Working against Hutchinson down on the bottom. Man, Ferguson is having himself a game to forget tonight. That is not a good look for him because that would have been 1st and goal. Man, oh, man. That guy alone is probably accounted for 14 points in the wrong direction. 2nd and 7, 2 1/4 left here. First half. Condensed formation for Dallas. Trips left, bunched up. Williams takes the handoff, goes right up the middle. He breaks a tackle. Nice job as he slipped through the tackle from Campbell. Oh, it's Davis there, sorry, as it'll set up a 3rd and about 3 or 4 yards. As that'll probably take us down to the 2-minute warning here. As Schottenheimer, the 7th, looks on and just thinks, now what? 3rd and 4. Dallas got to have it here. I mean, at the bare minimum, you'd like a field goal. You do not want to go down 11 at half and have anything else come up. But let's see. I'm going to step aside for some commercials. Enjoy those. We'll be back. 1 second. 2 minutes left here, friends, as Dallas trying to get something across the goal line here as they are on the right side of midfield at the Lions 48. Shotgun for Prescott, 4-man rush coming, steps, throws quick left, and it's caught right there as Turpin falls across the first down line. That's a first down. Dallas going to hurry it up here inside 2 minutes. Buck 48 now. Nice quick pass out there to Turpin as they're stalling out now, calling the play at the line. Turpin sends out and says, hey, I'm a punt returner. What? I don't know the plays. 3 wide receivers now. Williams in the backfield. Dak takes a snap as he looks left, throws left down the side. He's got a man. A little lollipop to Lamb, and not a good throw from Prescott as it went outside. And Lamb wants a flag, and he's pointing, saying, the end zone's over there, Dak. What are you doing? Let's get a good look at it here. I've seen a few guys with the face covering. Isn't this a dome? I mean, just asking for a friend. As the throw goes out of bounds, not a good throw by Dak, but maybe he sells something we didn't see. Maybe he's looking at the cheerleaders over there. Who knows? 4 catches, 79 yards on the day for CD Lamb. 2nd and 10 now from the Detroit 43. Prescott takes a snap, throws a slant there, and he's just corralled. Nice job by Pickens. He picks up about 8 yards. It's going to set up 3rd and short as another flag. And look like it's going to go against Detroit as Hockley comes over to talk to his man. He wants an extended explanation as the Dallas offense now wants to find out what's going on. And I don't understand. If there's a penalty, call it and let's go. Why do we need to have this discussion? Because Sean Hockley, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. But why does it take so long? If it's a face mask and he calls it, look at that face from Schottenheimer the 7th. I mean, that's the face we have when we watch this guy on Thursday Night Football. Seriously, man. 2nd and 25. Pickens doesn't know what happened, even though he knows that his hand got caught up in the guy's mask. Whatever. 2nd and 25. Now they're on the other side of the 50. 46-yard line for Dallas. Trips right. Single man out to the left. Prescott takes a snap. 4-man rush. Looks, throws one over the middle, and it's Lamb again. And he's got himself about 10 or 12 yards as he's across midfield. No porridge this time, but another catch for CD Lamb as he's just really piling on the numbers. At this rate, he'll have 200 yards receiving today because, I mean, the guy's always open. As Campbell starting to sweat a little bit over there. He really needs his lunch at halftime. Timeout now for Detroit. 1:11 here on 3rd and 15. As we get a look at the GOAT so far, Jake Ferguson having a rough night with the fumble and a long penalty that took away a potential goal line play. As we get a look at the last play, Aiden Hutchinson just getting shoved off this. Man, he just got punked right there. Steele, the right tackle, just put him in the dirt. Don't see that very often. 3rd and 15 now for Prescott. Got to have it here. Got to have it. 1:13 now. He's going shotgun. He's got Williams in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Brings Lamb into the backfield with him and then right back out to the left. As Detroit brings 4. Prescott looks over the middle, finds Ferguson. He's tackled right there. He fights for more, and he probably learned his lesson not to fumble as it'll set up. I don't know. Maybe they should just go for it here. That's a mighty long field goal, although this guy can hit from anywhere. They're inside a minute. And the clock is just going to tick on down here. And finally, someone stops it. 53 seconds left. It is going to be Aubrey out here for a field goal to set up and make it an 8-point game. Long of 65. This guy just drills it from everywhere. He hit that 57-yarder and made it look like a chip shot. So let's see how it shakes out here. Just inside a minute. That's going to be some time left there for Goff and the boys. But let's see if Aubrey can make it an 8-point game. And we could just use a little less Dak Prescott on the sideline, okay? Let's see that serial killer defensive coordinator. See what he's doing right now. Actually, where is that guy? That's something that everyone should be asking. His body's dropping over there. As Aubrey prepares for the kick, 55-yarder here. Here is a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's hooking left, and it is just inside the left upright and good. Man, this guy has got some leg. He'll hit from anywhere. Again, that was well up into the net there. 17-9, 8-point game. Dallas hanging around, but you got to feel if you're a Dallas fan that they're just leaving a little bit of meat on the bone here. I mean, they've had their opportunities. I mean, you can clearly, I mean, Lamb is damn near always open. Pickens is damn near always open. The running game has been kind of a spot of bother, but I mean, they're keeping him honest at the very least. The pressure hasn't really gotten to him outside of two times. Detroit brought the blitz twice and got in. There was the safety that wasn't, and then the long third down. But aside from that, aside from those couple of plays, it really was the Ferguson fumble was the game changer thus far. As we get more looks at Dak Prescott trying to tell people what to do, someone needs to just check that guy. He's got a lot of Russell Wilson energy and me no like. Just tone that down, dude. Just throw your damn ball, cash your paychecks and shut your mouth. As the return is taken up to 25, a little whirling dervish as he spun around there, as that man is going to come off the field and never see it again. More Dak, which we don't need. It'll be 1st and 10 now for Baby Hands Golf. 45 seconds left and one timeout. They don't need a whole lot of time to matriculate up and down the field. They got the Cookster, the Speedster, Williams out there. I mean, it could just take one or two plays. Let's see how Detroit wants to attack this. I imagine they're going to have a go at this. Shotgun, 2x2 for Goff. Gibbs in the backfield, 4-man rush, quick throw out to the right. St. Brown's got it, and he goes out of bounds. It'll stop the clock right there, about a 6-yard pickup. 40 seconds left now. And they let him keep doing that, and Detroit will be in field goal range in about 10 seconds. So let's see if the Dallas defense can do anything here. As Jake Bates looks on from the side, he's got the look of most field goal kickers, the English Premier League look. Whatever. 2nd and 6, Goff shotgun, sends a man in motion left. He's got trips left now. He steps up. He's got time, throws over the middle, and he's got Gibbs over the middle, and he's across, and he's damn near to midfield there as he is tackled. And that's, you can't hold the guy on the ground. That's called delay a game. But Sean Hockley won't call it. 26 seconds left now as they are almost to midfield. One timeout. Again, Goff takes the snap, throws right. It's to St. Brown. And can he get out of bounds? And yes, he does get out of bounds. Nice job by St. Brown's. Kind of lackadaisically just steps out of bounds. I thought he might get tackled in bounds there, but he fought through the arm tackle, and they're across midfield now. They have one timeout left. 17 seconds left as the serial killer calls out the plays now and says, get him now. 2nd and 1 for the Lions here on the other side of midfield. 17 seconds left. And they are damn near in field goal range here. Goff surveys. He's got 4 wide receivers, 2x2. 4-man rush. Starts to collapse a little bit, and he just throws it away. 13 seconds left. Not a bad idea from Goff. If he completes that pass, it probably ends the first half. So good job there. That the pocket was starting to collapse. And here again, when Jared Goff starts to get pressured, bad things happen. So let's see if Dallas can dial it up a little bit and get in there. 3rd and 1, 13 seconds. Serial killer wants a scalp. Let's see it. Goff still barking in the huddle. 14 seconds left on the play clock. Shotgun. And it's going to be a timeout, Dallas, as they just wanted to get a look at how Detroit was going to go after it. It'll be a quick one, I imagine, as they're just trying to get another look. And Schottenheimer, the 7th. It's quite the look with the 3 pens in the hat there. Again, not a big fan, but, whatever. Do what you got to do. Here's a playoff picture here. In the hunt, 7-5, 6-5-1 is Dallas and Detroit. This is a really, really big game right here, as they're knocking on the doorstep of the wild card spot. And especially for Detroit, as the division, their division is damn tough, man, with Green Bay and Chicago having the year they're doing. Both this right here is a must win. Dallas falls to 6-6-1. I'm not saying it's over, but that's a big hill to climb. Dallas showing pressure now as Detroit got the tight formation. They only bring 4. Quick throw up over the top, and that's got to be PI as he was holding them the entire way. And man, oh man, they got him. And 10 seconds left. That puts him in field goal range easily. I mean, St. Brown's a hell of a player, but it's just too easy for the refs to call when you're draped all over him like that. as Hockley comes out, finds a camera. You got the rookie working against St. Brown in the slot, pressed up on him. He was there, but man, he just didn't even turn on the ball and just grabbed his chest and just that is just such a blatantly easy call for the referees there. First and 10, 10 seconds left. St. Brown out to the left now, split out. Goff, shotgun. He's got three receivers left as they are at the 30-yard line. He could have a shot at the end zone. He's going to take one as he floats one up to Tesla, and he just threw it out of bounds. The cornerback fell down. He had his man. Goff ends up on the ground. It's going to be a field goal. But, oh, baby, did Dallas dodge a bullet right there. The cornerback fell down. Tesla working out on the right side, well off on the coverage. And when he split, he just fell, and, man, Goff missed him. Ooh, I bet he wants that one back because he had Isaac Tesla in the end zone for a touchdown, and that would have really busted this one open. As little Kathy Bates comes out here for the field goal attempt. Jake Bates, 86% on the season, along a 59. Let's see if he can drill this one here. As we're gonna ice the kicker here with a timeout here from Schottenheimer the seventh. And Dan Campbell really needs lunch now. He is really starting to sweat. But this would be a nice little field goal here for Detroit, especially after allowing, or I shouldn't say allowing, but holding Dallas to the field goal at the end of the first half and just erase whatever momentum they had. So let's see if Bates can connect here as he is ready to rip. 4 seconds left. This will be the last play of the first half. He is ready to rock and roll. Here's the snap. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it's hooking left, and it's good. He got it inside the left upright, and it'll be 20-9 Detroit at the half. They're up by 11. Nice job overall by the Detroit Lions. Just doing what they can. I mean, little holes. The offense wasn't really explosive, but they did what they could. I mean, you got to feel like Dallas is totally in this game. Is now we're going to get the interview with Schottenheimer the seventh, and he's just telling her, "Yeah, listen, I'm a Schottenheimer, so what I say goes, okay, and that's it." And Dak Prescott just does what I say. And she asks him, "Are you sure about that?" And he goes, "I don't care how much Dak makes. Really, you know what? She says, do you see me out there? Do you know who my father is? Okay, all right, we'll talk later." As he will trot away to the locker room, and we'll step aside for about 15 minutes for halftime, and we'll be back for the second half. Hang tight, friends. Welcome back, sports fans. Second half, and look who it is. It is Barry Sanders. My oh my, Barry Sanders was the best. Can never get enough Barry Sanders. And these Detroit fans, as bad as they have it, at least they have that guy. And he was awesome. Great to see him up there. As Dallas gets a kick, takes it from the 5. It's Turpin again out to the 25. He points at his man and then gets tackled by him. Kind of a weird little sequence there. Turpin got the Predator locks hanging out the back of his helmet. As we get to Dan Campbell halftime, he rubs his mouth up and said, I just had 8 open-faced turkey sandwiches at halftime. I killed 9 turkeys for Thanksgiving with my bare hands. I gutted them with my fingers. And that's right. I had 2 big chaws of Red Man, and I'm ready to go. And I want to kick someone's ass. You see that guy over there? I'll kick his ass too. And I don't care what you say because I am fired up and I am ready to go. And we're going to win this damn game. I hate Dallas. It's exactly what he just said. As Dak is in the shotgun, sends a man in motion to the right. Turpin takes a snap, looks left, quick throw to the left to Pickens, and it's picked off there. And it's returned to the 25, cut back to bury him. And Dak comes over with a weak little push. Barnes with the tip ball, and he is sending it the other way. And man, Dallas just does Dallas things. All right. That is just what they do. And they're fired up on the Detroit sideline, and they damn well should be. Dax Prescott takes a snap, looks left, quick little slant. Nice job by the cornerback to break on it. And man, that is just a nice play. The linebacker, it's good to see a defensive player actually catch a ball. As what he should have done, though, on the back end, what I would have loved to see, Robertson, nice defense there, breaking that pass up. I would have loved to see Barnes just bury his shoulder in Dak's chest and just run him over. But nonetheless, that is an excellent job by the Detroit defense there. That's a huge turnover. Second one, let's see if they get points off it again. Second one for Dallas on the day. And I wonder where Dak Prescott is right now, because the last time there's a turnover, he was telling Ferguson how to hold on to the ball. Maybe someone should tell him how not to throw interceptions. As Goff in the shotgun trips left, 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hurry it up now. As Dallas brings a 4-man rush, quick throw out to the left. Caught there by Williams. Quick little stutter step as he's pushed out of bounds. It's only going to be about a 2-yard gain. But here's a nice look at Robertson here working man on man against Pickens. Pickens, quick slant route. Robertson's read it well, broke on it, and that's just excellent defense. He gets his hand in there. There's no PI. He just a nice break on the ball there, and just gets his hand in there to break it up. And a good, fortunate bounce goes right to Barnes. Well done. Pickens on the sideline just thinking, man, where's the closest casino? I need to go get some dice going here. Shotgun for Goff. He's got 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, brings Gibbs into the backfield now, and then sends him out in motion to the left. Goff looks left and throws left over the top, and he's got a touchdown. It's Tesla, and nice little touch pass there from Goff over the outstretched hands of the defender as the Detroit Lions are starting to pull away now. Well done, Jared Goff. Campbell's fired up, 26-9 now. As Dallas doesn't really know what hit him. Tesla working out of the slot. He's just going to run a little out route there, kind of a little wheel, and just nice throw by Goff out over the outstretched hands of the nickelback. Salt the entire way. And oh man, another half inch on that vertical there, and that could have been a pick. But 26-9 Detroit now as we await the extra point. And we're not even 1 minute into the third quarter. Kick is up and good. 27-9 now. Dallas trails by 18. And that's a rough way to start the second half. And maybe someone should go talk to Schottenheimer the 7th and see what he thinks about that, because that is just not a good response after. I mean, you get the ball at the halftime, you're in the game, and you go out there and on the first play, you just turn it over to the other team deep in your own end. Not a good look. Looks like we're going to get a short commercial here. We're going to step aside for a few and wait for the kick. We'll be back. That was quick. We are back. And here's the kick to Dallas. And Turpin wanted to return it, but he's going to have to take a knee. And Dak is out back on the field. 45 seconds elapsed in the third quarter, and not looking too good as Dallas just continues to slide further back. And they really need an answer here if they're going to stay in this game. This is a huge drive here for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak seems really fired up. He's really boisterous, and he's starting to yell at people, but they just need to get something done here as he is under center. 1st and 10 from their own 35. 3 wide receivers, single back. Handoff goes to Williams over the left side. Breaks 1 tackle. He's up to the second level as Campbell meets him there, and it'll be about a 3 or 4 yard gain. Nice tough running by Williams. Nice job by the Detroit defense. Not a whole lot to write home about on the running game for Dallas, but keeping them honest nonetheless. Just a little stretch play out to the left. I mean, could have got called on a hook on Hutchinson there, but middle linebacker Campbell comes up to make the tackle. 2nd and 7 now. Condensed formation for Dallas. Shotgun for Dak. As pocket starts to collapse, he just throws one up over the middle, and that is a nice catch by Lamb, and he does get the flag. Well done, as Lamb is cooking up some porridge and just sending it off down the line again because he's never seen a catch that he couldn't dance about. But man, he is a good receiver. I tell you what, pass interference declined. Sean Hockley loves the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Dak working on the right side out of the slot. And he's just going to run just a straight route there. And he beat his man, called for it. The guy had to catch up and compensate by grabbing him. And man, shows you how good he is because he's wrapped up and he still makes a catch. Handoff goes to Williams over the right side. Campbell misses the tackle. He breaks it, and Williams has got about 11 yards there. Nice, tough run out of Williams and good response out of Dallas here as they're across the Detroit 20-yard line, and they are already knocking on the doorstep here. 1st and 10 as Schottenheimer the 7th calls out and says, what day is it again? Dak breaks huddle, and they're moving quickly here. 24 seconds left on the play clock. Hurrying it up. Center's barking out the defense here. Condensed formation again. Shotgun for Prescott. Sends Lamb out left. Pressure coming from Detroit up the middle. And Prescott looks, sees, throws one over. I mean, it's out of bounds, but it just looked like Pickens stopped on the route. We're getting another flag here. Pickens just kind of stopped on the route. I don't know if it's defensive holding because the guy stopped him. Kind of hard to see. Looks like that's what it might be. Robertson again, the culprit over there. Holding, defense, and that's what it is. Automatic 1st down. And I guess it was Reed on the other side. Working against Lamb, 10 yards off on the coverage, away from the play. And that's just dumb. And Lamb wants the call, and he got it, and he deserved it because that was a penalty. It's just low IQ play right there. Don't get it. As Dallas is inside the 15-yard line now. Trips 3 wide receivers. Shotgun. Prescott takes it and throws a little fade to the right to Pickens. And nice effort by Pickens to go up on the single-hander. Sorry, Lamb. And he just missed that one. And is he hurt or is he just acting? Looks like he might be hurt. He was on his back. He is very slow to get up. Uh-oh. What's wrong? It looks like he's hurt as Prescott comes over to hold him. Man, I don't know. He did go down quick. Let's see here. He goes up, back over with the left hand. He damn near made that play. Nice effort by Lamb, and he fell on his left arm. Oh, did he tweak his right wrist or something? Oh, he just kind of tensed up there. That was kind of weird. The throw didn't take him into the corner. It was kind of a back shoulder, and he went back for it, and he just kind of stiffened up. Oh, no. Did he pop his arm out of socket or something? This is not a good look, Cowboys fans, as Lamb is being helped off the field by 3 accountants and some guy in a suit that's probably got about 2 dimes on this game. As Kaylee Hartung is hanging tough in there. She wants to scoop. We'll see. Man, Lamb looks pretty shook up there. We'll see. Hopefully he's okay. Saw him come down on his back. Man, not good. Not good. 2nd and 10 now from the 14. As he brings Williams into the backfield. 3 wide receivers. 4-man rush for Dallas. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught right there by Flournoy, number 19. And that'll be it. It's going to set up 3rd and medium here. 3rd and 5, about 12 and a half minutes left. Cowboys got to have it here. Field goal's not good enough. I mean, they get in there and they get a 2-point. They make this a 10-point game. Let's see. 3rd and 5 as they huddle up here. Dak is yelling at everyone and says, nothing's ever my fault. It's always your fault. So just don't make any mistakes, okay? Shotgun as Prescott surveys the field. He is motioning to Flournoy to get over to the left side, and they got trips left. Turpin raises his hands like, what's going on? Pickens doesn't know what's going on. Now they got bunch left. Maybe they should call a timeout. Pressure's coming from Detroit. They hold up good. Throw go to the left side, not even close. And that play just had disaster written on it from the beginning. The wide receivers didn't look like they know what they wanted to do, and the throw was 10 yards offline. And we'll see. Let's see if Schottenheimer, the seventh, wants to go for it here. And it sure looks like he's going to. And why not? They're right here. They're down. This would be big. If they can get this right here, this would be big. Keep them in the game. And don't ever forget that we're in Detroit. If you ever had any question, just look at the fans. 4th and 5 here. Inside 12 minutes here. Big, big moment here in this game. Trips left now for Dallas. As a pressure, no, they feign the pressure. Prescott over the middle, throws a nice catch by Pickens on the slant route. Well done. And he put the ball on the ground, and it's picked up by the lineman and into the end zone. Unreal. George Pickens was fighting for more yards. Maybe they called him forward progress. I don't know if you can forward or fumble it forward and score. Maybe they'll just give him forward progress. Oh, man. I have the sound down. I can't hear the whistle. Let's see. I'm sure Sean Hockley is going to talk about it. First down. Yeah, forward progress. And he's fired up. And everyone's like, stand down, watch out. And let's see. I mean, looks like maybe he was down, but I don't know. You gotta know where the whistle is there to tell what's going on with there. You can't forward or fumble forward and score, but it'll be 1st and goal. And I'm okay with him giving him forward progress. Another low IQ play though, fumbling that one there. As Hockley steps in and says, "Nope, nope, nope. It's 1 yard back. Listen to me. Hold on. I got to get in here and I need to talk to the camera. Where's the camera? I'm trying to secure myself a movie deal after this. Damn it. Get out of my way." Okay, now. All right, let's go. Prescott under center. Got the jumbo formation in now. Ferguson in motion to the right. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. He's greeted by Campbell, but he breaks a tackle. Nice tough running by Javonte Williams there. Man, Campbell was in there with a quickness and he just shrugged him off. Nice tough running. Seems like Williams never goes down on first contact. He runs tough. As CD Lamb is out of the blue tent and don't really know what's going on, but we'll see. I'm guessing we'll see. As Schottenheimer the seventh still has that just confused look on his face as Prescott is under center again with the jumbo in tight. Ferguson in motion again. Same play. Handoff to Williams, and he's in this time. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nice running. Javonte Williams gets the pay dirt there as he is in, and that's a nice response by Dallas. That's a good job by Schottenheimer to go for it on 4th. Nice execution all around. Well done, Dallas Cowboys. And way to stay in this game. Good block by Ferguson on the edge there. Good job by the Cowboys offensive line. As looks like Lamb is going to be heading back to the locker room now, and can't like the looks of that if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. That is not a good look because there will be no more porridge, I tell you. But Dallas is back in this one. 12-point game. Aubrey setting up for the extra point. Got to have this one. Chip shot just pokes it through, and that'll be 27-16, an 11-point game. Good response here from Dallas, as we would expect of any team that hopes to get into the playoffs. And got a little something shaping up here. Let's see how this turns out. Dallas has got some game now. Let's see if Detroit can answer. Good one shaping up here on Thursday night. Hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back. We're back, friends. As Kennedy takes the kickoff again, past the 30-yard line. And let's see if Detroit can respond here as we get another look at the Lamb play. And let's just hope he's okay. Hate to see a guy get hurt. As much as I like to run my yap and make fun of these guys, never want to see someone get hurt. Um, yeah, it looked like he stiffened up a little bit. Hope he's okay. But get him the hell out of here because we got a lot of game left. And if he ain't coming back, then just keep him on the sideline and we'll just worry about that tomorrow. Huh? How's that sound? Goff under center. In tight. Single back is Gibbs. Man in motion to the right. Handoff goes to Gibbs, cuts it back to the left, and he breaks it all the way out to the left, and he's going to be wrapped up there. Well done, Dallas defense. As Bland shakes his head and says, I don't think so. You aren't getting outside on me. And that's a well done, nice job by the Dallas defense to secure him in the backfield and bring him down. It's going to set up a 2nd and long as we are going to be dealing with a delayed on the replay, but that's all right. Nice work as the serial killer looks on and says, I've killed plenty of men in my day and I'll kill plenty more. 2nd and 15 now. Goff, shotgun again. Tight formation. Sends St. Brown in motion to the right. Quick throw out to the right to Williams, who cuts it back. He's going to have about 4 or 5 yards. He kind of falls forward on his back. And it's going to set up a 3rd and long for Detroit. As there's a lot of jawbone going on down there, as you would expect, as they get in tight. 3rd and 8 now, inside 10 minutes. And this would be a massive stop for the Dallas D if they could manage to do it right here. Let's get a look at that serial killer and see what he's going to dial up now as Coach Dan Campbell's got the specs out. We'll see. 3 wide receivers. St. Brown or Williams in tight on the right side. He's got Gibbs out to the left. He looks left and he throws left and it's to Gibbs and he plants, cuts it back and he falls forward and he's got a 1st down. Nice effort there by Jahmyr Gibbs. Man, oh man, quick throw out to the left and he got him that time as he just stopped right before he went out of bounds and cut it back in field and got a 1st down. That's a nice effort by Jahmyr Gibbs. Split all the way out to the left, comes in motion, back in towards the center and just runs a quick out. Grabs it, plants his foot, makes his man fall. Man, this guy, tell you what, I mean, sometimes it really is as easy as just get the ball in your best player's hands and just let him go to work. I mean, Dallas did it. 6 catches, 73 yards for Gibbs, having himself a little day, as it's a wildcat and it's taken there by number 80. I don't even know who that is, and I don't really care because I don't imagine they're going to dial that play up too often. But the wildcat just didn't really work. So that'll be 2nd down now. I don't know, style points, I guess, but Goff is doing a fine job. No need to try and I don't know what that was. As Goff is back in now under center, surveys the field. 8 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. In tight now. Takes a snap. Play action. He's got time. He looks deep left and he throws left. And he's got his man and it's Jameson Williams again. And he's got a catch inbounds. Coming back on the route. Nice job. Working against a nickel back there. Nice work, Jameson Williams. Nice strong throw there by Goff. He had time, plants his back foot, and just rips off a big throw to the left. Williams in tight on the left slot. Play action here. Goff looks left. Quick out. And just a great throw by Goff. Man, right where it needs to be. No one's picking that thing off. Plants his back foot and just gets it all the way in there. Nice arm strength. And them baby hands of Goff in a dome inside. That's what he can do. He'll just pick you apart. Shotgun now. Trips left, bunched up. Williams in motion to the right. Handoff goes to Gibbs up the middle. He cuts left, stutter steps back to the center. Nice work by the Dallas D to stop it right there after about a couple of yards. And they just swallowed him up. No move, no room there for Gibbs. And they've done a pretty decent job on Gibbs, got to admit. I mean, he's got his 6 catches, but they haven't let him get loose. You know, the thing of it is, though, is that we're into the 3rd quarter now. The serial killer here needs to wonder. It's like, in the 1st quarter, Goff was having happy feet. They were getting after him. They were getting some pressure on him. And you do that, and you could make Jared Goff look terrible. So let's see if they can get something going. 2 by 2 now for Goff. Quick throw out to the right to Gibbs, and he's in space. Stutter step, big stiff arm, and he goes out of bounds, but he's got another 5 or 6 yards there. It'll set up a 3rd manageable. But again, decent job by the Dallas defense to keep him in front. Don't let him go crazy. They didn't allow anything downfield and just has to spray it out to his outlet there on the right flat. Sets up 3rd and 5. 6 1/4 left here in the third quarter. 27-16. Detroit Lions on top. Dallas Cowboys defense could really use a stop here, folks. 3rd and 5 from the Dallas 35. Trips left. Shotgun. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 4-man rush from Dallas. Goff takes a snap, has time, throws over the middle, and ooh, man, I don't know who he was throwing it to, but not complete. And on cue, the Dallas defense manages to get a stop. Let's see if Detroit's going to kick the field goal or go for it. It looks like they're going to kick the field goal. And Goff is fired up. Have to say, I kind of like it. Good to see some life out of Mr. Jared Goff. You always have to question a quarterback that goes to Berkeley because, well, if you've never been to Berkeley, you'll know what I'm saying. And that he didn't know who he was throwing it to there. Looked like there was a miscommunication as it hit St. Brown. St. Brown, I don't know what happened there. That just a broken play. Looks like a miscommunication. But a 52-yard attempt here for Kathy Bates. And let's see if it gets done. Snap, hold is good. The kick is up and it's blocked and it's out to the left. Nice work, Dallas. And we got a game brewing now. And if Dallas can score now, we could have something going here. Big block by the boys there. Here we go. Snap. The hold was good. And 54 just getting through the line and getting up. Nice work. Dan Campbell does not like that. He says, oh my God, what is wrong with these guys out here? I hate special teams. I'm going to step aside for a few friends. We'll be back. Hang tight. We're back to Detroit sports fans as we await Dallas trying to answer here. Really shaping up to be a good one. Handoff goes over the left side. Tough running again for Williams. He's going to fall forward for about 3 or 4. And that guy doesn't come down on first contact damn near ever. Tough run from Javonte Williams. That's going to set up second and manageable as Schottenheimer, the 7th, barks into his play to his man, Dak Prescott. 2nd and 6 as they are right at midfield just about after the block. Set up nicely to get something going here. Shotgun for Prescott. 3 receivers right. Play action. Rolls right. Looks back to the left. And he throws over the center of the field. He's got a man wide open. Flanoy again as he spins forward and falls down at about the 35, 36-yard line. And on cue, the Dallas offense ready to go. They could put themselves right back in this game. It's an 11-point game, touchdown and 2-point conversion here. It's a field goal game. Nice job by Prescott noticing the crossing route over the middle in between the zone. Is Prescott under center now. Handoff goes over the middle to Davis. Stutter step gets one or two, and he's swallowed up there. Good work by the Detroit defensive line. The running game hasn't worked for either team, too spectacularly, but nonetheless, some decent running on both sides. Nice, tough running. As we had to look at Pickens on the night, just 22 measly yards receiving. But let's see if that changes with Lamb out now as he splits out to the right. There's other options aside from him. I mean, Ferguson's out there too. Don't forget about him. Shotgun 2x2 here. Prescott looking to Ferguson. Keeps looking. He throws left, and he just kind of floats one out of bounds. Turpin wanted a flag, and no one's going to give a flag to the number 3 receiver that's about 5'5". As the cornerback looks on and goes, "Dude, you were so short. Shut up. Do not talk." And as I say that, there is a flag because Sean Hockley just can't help himself. I mean, I think when he is refereeing a game, he can't go more than 5 minutes without seeing the camera. As there's a little bit of chirping going on down there, and this should be. I mean, it's a damn near. This is a playoff game, so these guys should just be getting after each other. As Hutchinson with a swim move, yeah, well, yeah, it's I guess holding there. Yep, 2nd and 19 now. As Dallas not doing themselves any favor, they'll back them up now and make it 2nd and long. Prescott comes up to yell at someone and says, "I make more money than you. Shut up. Listen to what I'm saying." 3 wide receivers. Detroit showing pressure, and they back it off. As Prescott looks deep and he throws over the middle, and that ball's almost picked off. Nice work by Ferguson to catch that ball as he was blanketed by Anzalone there. Tough throw, and Ferguson is just shaking his head and just running his mouth. And Dallas just seems like they're like they don't want to be out there or something. Like I guess he wanted a flag. I mean, Anzalone was all over him, but yeah, yeah, they could call that. Great catch by Ferguson. Shotgun, condensed formation here. Trips, bunch left. Flournoy goes out in motion to the right, 2x2. Now pressure coming off the left side. Prescott recognizes it, throws out to the right. He's got his man. He's wide open. He's to the 15. Another flag comes out. Weak little arm tackle by Reed there. What the hell was that? It's like some flag football right there. That was kind of weak. And even weaker was the Dallas or the Detroit defense getting totally crossed up. It's going to be a pick play probably and coming back. That's why he was so open. Pass interference. And let's see it. Likely a pick play, which is why he was so open. Pickens, let's see it. Working on the right side. And this is a decent sell job. He ran right into him. I don't know. I mean, I've seen worse. What's he supposed to do? Just run around him? Yeah, I mean, Schottenheimer the 7th might actually have an argument on that one. As we get reminded what it looks like to live in Detroit again. And it's 3rd and 19 in Dallas. If they had something going, they surely, they just spat all over it. 4 receivers, 4-man rush from Detroit. Prescott steps up, throws the left side. Got his man, but it's broken up. Nice work there out on the left side by Reed. Pickens doesn't like it. And, Pickens, I don't know. 4th and 19 now for Dallas. They're going to have to kick it away. And after a huge stop by the Dallas D in a blocked field goal, they come out and they just lay an egg. As Pickens, that's not much of a route there, George. And nice defense there by Reed out on the side. And Prescott is yelling at him and telling him to do something that he's supposed to do. And man, Dallas, 63-yarder from Aubrey. If anyone can hit it, it's him indoors. Here comes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it looks like it's good. And it's good because this guy can hit from anywhere. Damn. 63-yard field goal makes that look easy. The guy has got some serious leg. Get that guy in the Premier League, I tell you. Here's the hold. Laces out, Dan. The kick is up and good. And man, he makes it look easy. Well, step aside. Hey, I mean, Dallas, at least they come away with 3. They're within a touchdown. Schottenheimer, the 7th, likes it. And he's got another pen in his ear on the other side. Not a good look. We'll be back, friends. Hang tight. We're back, friends, and they just let us know that next week's game is going to be another bad one. Tampa Bay and Atlanta. What a terrible game. Bezos needs to do something about that. As the return is taken up the left side to just across the 30-yard line. And that'll end it as we get another look at the Bull Moose now. And Herb Street's getting a good laugh and saying, "You're still up, Al? It's way past your bedtime. I thought you'd be asleep hours ago." And Al goes, now. I have my milk and cookies at home. And Herb Street tells him, "Now, Al, I told you I was a legend at Ohio State." "Oh, yeah, I was the man, Al." And Al says, "I don't know what you're talking about." As we're back and Goff, shotgun, Detroit or Dallas line is falling all over the place now. Goff comes up under center, bunched out to the right. Number 70's out there again. Look out. Handoff up the middle. Montgomery's got a hole. He's going to have himself about 8 yards. Nice, tough run in. Ooh, man, Skipper. Skipper comes crashing down the line. And that guy, look out for that guy. He's questionable, man. He almost took out ASB there. He's already dropped the ball and done some other weird things. Look out for number 70. You guys hell bent on injuring someone. Big old Skipper out there. Looks like they peeled that guy right out of a bar and just slapped the helmet on him and said, "Get out there and hurt somebody." Goff under center here. 2nd and 1. ASB in motion to the right. In tight are the Lions. Handoff goes again to Montgomery. Cuts up the middle. Nice tough running again. Man, and they got Skipper in behind him pushing. It's like a modified tush push. And that'll be a first down for Detroit. Nice tough running. Got the specs out for Coach Campbell here as he's reading off his dinner menu now and saying, "Let me get mashed potatoes, gravy, and 8 prime ribs." As big old Skipper comes off the field, and thank God, because we don't want anyone else getting hurt. As we're inside 2 minutes here in the third quarter, serial killer, Dallas defensive coordinator looks on and says, "Go out there and get somebody for me." 1st and 10 Lions here, 27-19 at their own 45-yard line. Goff calling out the defense. In tight again, under center. Play action this time. He's got pressure on the left side. Goff steps up. Nice little moves from him. And he just spikes one in the ground. And that's how Goff moves when he gets pressure. He looks like he's running for his life because he is. He is not very mobile, but the flags came out. And let's see. As they got Bum Phillips over here. Big Texas Oil on the sideline telling you that is not how you stiff arm someone, son. Okay? Get over here. Yeah, false start. Ed Sean Hockley loves the camera. I'll tell you every time. And again, reminiscent of every Thursday night game. There's a lot of flags. There's a lot of delays. Yep, exactly. That's right. We feel the same way, Coach. 1st and 15 now. There's just a lot of slop on Thursday night. And overall, they should just look into it and maybe just do away with the entire endeavor. Why don't we move it to Friday or Saturday? Give him an extra day. Play action for Goff. Looks deep, steps up, and he throws a floater, but Williams comes back. Nice catch by Jamison Williams there. Well done coming back on the ball. Goff thought he had more, and that was a nice work there, number one. Goff's arm looked like it got hit. It looked like he was about to get crushed. With Kenny Clark got in there off his left side, man, look at that. Working against 2 guys and a third on a chip, and he still got in there. Man, give that guy half more second, and he's just going to swallow up Jared Goff. But Williams, nice work coming back on the ball, and he almost got himself a first down, sets up a 2nd and 2 here. I formation, man in motion right. Lead blocker here for Montgomery. They go right up the middle, and he's going to have himself a first down now, and the running game's starting to heat up a little bit for Detroit. And why wouldn't they? Nice game plan here for Detroit. Nice to see him getting the run going. That'll probably end us here in the third quarter as Williams trots over to the sideline and the seconds start to tick off here. Specs Campbell on the side and Schottenheimer the seventh. Is this guy like moving pens from left to the right in his little golf cap there? A, the visor, no. Okay. B, the pens in the visor, no. C, the mixing of the pens in the visor, no. Just no. Okay. Schottenheimer the seventh someone needs to talk to that guy. Anyways, I'm going off the rails here. We're going to step aside for commercial, friends. We'll be back. Hang tight for the fourth quarter. Welcome back to Detroit, friends. Fourth quarter has the makings of a good one. Potential playoff game here. Both teams got to have this. This is a really, really big game for both these guys here. First and 10 now, Detroit on the Dallas side of midfield. Shotgun fakes a pitch out to the right, to the left, throws right. Man. And Williams had room, and he's slapping the ball because, again, false start. And Thursday Night Football strikes again because that is unacceptable. I mean, you'd almost think that these guys haven't been playing football for 14 consecutive weeks because that is what it looks like. These are just dumb penalties that just cannot happen to teams that want to be in the playoffs. As we get the side by side look at Schottenheimer the seventh and Specs Campbell. And I don't know. We got 15 minutes left. Let's see if something can happen here. First and 15 now for Detroit, right at about midfield. This would be a real. It'd be tough for Dallas to come back now after this. Not saying it can't happen, but make it tough. In tight now. Play action. Goff looks deep and he throws to the right. Quick underthrow to Montgomery. Another flag down as Montgomery gets about 13 out of the 15 as Logan Wilson takes him down there. And let's see what it is this time. Man, oh man. Sean Hockley's talking to everyone and he's just saying, "Where's the camera? Where's that camera? I want the camera." And he's talking to everyone. And here again, if there's a flag, just get your ass out there. There you go. Call the flag and let's get it moving. Hockley offsides on the Dallas defense. And nothing says discipline like, getting a team move back and then just giving them the yards right back. I mean, where's that serial killer defensive coordinator? Maybe he could talk to his guys and tell them to stay inside. Just a thought. Second and 2 now as the clock begins to tick. Goff under center. They got Skipper in there. The jumbo formation again. Bunched up to the left. St. Brown in motion to the right. Single back is Montgomery. Handoff goes to Montgomery up the middle. He cuts back and he's got another cut. And he's got a first down about 8 yards. Nice tough running right up the middle there. And Detroit is starting to chew the clock and starting to run the ball. They relied heavily on the pass throughout the game as big old Skipper out there on the left side is just going to just seal his man off on the left side. Nice work there. Good jump cut there by Montgomery to cut it back up the middle. Nice, easy first down. Keep the chains moving. Keep the clock moving. And if Detroit can continue to just grind away like this, this spells big trouble for the boys and for Jarrah as Goff shotgun trips left. He takes the snap and looks left. He's looking deep and he's throwing deep down the left side. He's got a man and he's out of bounds. Nice effort there by Tesla. Nice idea from Goff. He had a seam. It was a really, really small window. Good effort all around as Peter, the parlay king, the referee on the left, tells him, nice effort. You almost had it. And another penalty. This time it's holding. Sean Hockley just had to get in front of that camera one more time. And let's see it. Ratledge, right guard. Double team there. And he hooks him up like that. I mean, yeah. You can't hook him like that under the throat. They're going to call that every time, especially considering there's a ref right in the middle of the field right behind him. First and 20 now. And again, Thursday Night Football on cue continues to deliver sloppy play, whether it's referees or players, doesn't matter. Goff shifts under center. Skipper in there off the left side. Got the jumbo formation in there. Single back is Gibbs now. Handoff goes to Gibbs on the right side. He slips and he goes down. And he's touched right there. It's going to be about a 2-yard loss. And don't often see guys slip on the turf inside, but the guy cut so quick, you never know. He just fell down. As we get another look over at Dak Prescott, hopefully it's our last, as that'll bring up second down. 13 and a half minutes now. Second and 22 for the Detroit Lions as they are up 27-19 on Dallas here. In a gotta-have-it game, in a big, big moment here. I mean, if you're Detroit, you got to get at least a field goal here. Got to extend it. Got to keep it a 2-score game. Condensed formation now, 2-by-2 for Goff out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. He has time, and he throws over to the right to ASB, and he's got it there up near the 30-yard line. It's not going to be a first down, but it's going to move the chains, or it's going to move them up closer and make this third down manageable. As we're inside 13 minutes now. And Detroit taking their time, huddling up, not moving too quickly. Third and 13. Not so manageable. I got about 10 yards on that. And serial killer now needs, there he goes. He says, get the damn ball. Let's go. Let's see if they can get the damn ball. That'd be a big, big shot in the arm for the Cowboys fans here. Trips left for Dallas or for Detroit. Shotgun Goff takes a snap, quick throw out to Williams on the left side. He cuts it back up the middle. He's got a couple blockers, and that's it. Nice big hit over on the left side there, and that's not going to get it done. He wants the helmet to helmet. You're not going to get it, and they're starting to chirp out there, and you gotta love to see that. I tell you what, nothing like a playoff game and a little bit of chippiness out there. It's a damn contact sport for crying out loud. It should be chippy. And it's going to set up another Kathy Bates field goal attempt here, as it is 4th and 9, and that's just too much for Specs Campbell to bite off there. Last field goal was blocked, so let's see. Not going to happen too often, but you never know. 46-yard attempt here for Kathy Bates. Here comes the snap. The hold is good. The kick is up. And he splits the uprights. Nice job by Bates there. And to extend the lead, 30-19 now. And Dallas is going to need a couple scores. They got plenty of time to do it, but they're going to have to do it quick, and they're going to have to find a way to stop this defense. I'm going to step aside for a few friends. We'll be back. Hang tight. We're back to Detroit, friends. Ford Field. Hopefully everyone's safe out there. We all know that Detroit's not a very safe city, so hopefully everyone's hanging tight out there. As Kathy Bates ready to kick it off and pooches one down in there about the 3-yard line. Turpin will take it up. He's to the 20, 25, cuts it back to the 30, spins forward, falls down, and that'll be it. As one of the special teams guys wouldn't let go of his ankle, and can't blame him because it doesn't get much run. So showing the exploits of the Detroit defense, and a lot of this was early on with Hutchinson and some of this other stuff. I mean, there's a few times they got after Dak, but on the whole, I mean, Dak's had his time. 9 pressures. I felt like all that was in the first half, but then again, my eyes could be deceiving me. Prescott working under center now. Got the 2 tight ends out to the right. Play action. Steps up, and he's looking deep, and he's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to have some room here, and he is just trotting along. Man, oh man, that's lineman speed right there. Running about a 5.6 40 there, Dak, but he's got himself a first down. Nice job to diagnose it and just trot his way out of bounds as we get yet another look at that face. Man, oh man. I tell you what now, Schottenheimer 7, he got a face for radio now. All right. First and 10. Cowboys. Got to have it here. 11:20 left. Got to have it. They are at their own 42-yard line. Shotgun for Prescott. Three wide receivers. Handoff goes to Williams. Cuts it over the left side. He's got some room, and he's going to have himself a first down, a little bit more. Nice, tough run in Javonte Williams. And he's been doing it all day, running nice and hard. He never goes down on first contact. Here you go. Hutchinson blasting down the left field or left side. Little draw play. Williams just bounces it out to the left, and Maddox comes up and makes the tackle. And he would have broke that one. He would have been gone now. Nice run in there, Javonte Williams. Nice play call, too, by Schottenheimer the seventh, as Cowboys are across midfield and threatening already. 60 yards on the ground for Javonte already. 2-by-2 here for Prescott. Shotgun moving quickly. As he takes a snap, throws over the middle. It's caught there by Flournoy, and he goes down. Nice quick tackle by Campbell, but that's going to be a gain of about 6. And let's see if Dallas speeds it up a little bit here. And no, they're going to huddle. They're going to take their time. Second and 5 now for Dallas, as we are just about 10 minutes left here in this game. An 11-point game. Detroit has just managed to stay at like a 2-score lead throughout. The line shifts to Detroit to the left side. Prescott looking deep, and he throws deep down the right side. He's got a man wide open. It's Flournoy, and he's open. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Number 19, Flournoy. It was a broken coverage there, left all alone. Prescott saw him and hit him down the right field or right sideline. And nice job, Dak Prescott. Found him. That was just too easy. Like to get another look at the broken coverage. I don't know if it was a miscommunication. Here we go. This is a good look. Big brother right up top. Ferguson in motion to the left. Got press coverage up on the right. The safety up top over on the right side. And he just beat his man, and the safety never saw it. And he just, good recognition. Dak Prescott, that's just a great job there. Working against Robertson, and he just dusted him. And that was it. No help from the safety. He must have thought he had help over top from the safety, and the safety didn't have it. And man, we got a 5-point game here, 2-point try. This is big time here. In tight, bunch left, empty backfield for Prescott. Takes a shotgun. Here's a snap. Ferguson stays in to block. Prescott all day in the backfield, looking, and he throws back to the right. He's got Ferguson, and he's got it for the 2-point. And Anzalone fights him like a fish out of water. But nice work, Cowboys. And maybe this +3, maybe, just maybe, as it's 30-27 now, and that's a great answer, and that's what the Cowboys can do. And look at this, even with CD Lamb out, they're just cooking, man. And Prescott's got it going. Nice job by him also on the 2-point conversion there. And we got a real good game shaping up now. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere. We're back, friends, as Detroit takes the kick out past the 40 and damn near to midfield as Kennedy just busting through the middle. And man, Dallas special teams not doing their team any favors as we get a look at the end of the Dallas schedule here. Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, and Giants. I mean, aside from the Chargers, the rest of those are winnable games, big time. So they got to have this game. They can get this one here, maybe. I mean, they've really come alive in these last few weeks, and the offense is starting to cook as Schottenheimer the seventh has a different pen in his hat now, and I'm telling you what, I don't like it. Okay, I just do not like it. Goff under center, got the jumbo double tight end in, single back, handoff goes to Gibbs right up the middle, and he's just greeted there. Nice job by the Dallas defense. As big old skipper tries to get in there and push, but it's not going to work. It's going to set up second and long as we're inside 10 minutes now. Nice pitch and catch from the Dallas Cowboys. Dak's cooking now. So if the defense can get the ball back, Dallas could have a shot at winning this game here. This game is still in question. 30-27, shaping up to be a good one on Thursday night, which usually isn't the case, but gotta love to see it. Got the bunch left. Big old skipper in there again. Single back is Gibbs. Williams out alone to the right. Handoff goes to Gibbs over the left side, cuts it back to the center, and they're all over him again as they just crash the line. And the Dallas linebackers and defensive line has done a really good job on the run game today. I mean, Montgomery's cracked a few. He's had a pretty decent day, but on the whole, the serial killer and co have done a pretty good job on the ground. 3rd and 6 here, big play as we're right about midfield. Goff surveying the field in the shotgun, brings 2 guys over, ASB and Williams over to the right. So he's got bunch right, in tight, Gibbs out to the left, Montgomery in the backfield, takes a snap, and he's got all day, and he throws it back over to the left, and he's got his man. It's Williams, and he's out past the 40, down to the 30, and down to the 25. Excuse me, on the crossing route. Let's see what the flag is, because of course there's a flag. And that was a big gain there on Williams on the cross route. Was it a pick play again? Why do we need to talk this over so much? Why? If there's a flag, there's a flag. You threw it, just tell them what it is and call it out. We don't need, Merriam-Webster's definition of every little play. Just if you're personal foul, roughing the passer, there you go. Why is that so hard? First of all, that's a terrible call. Goff just got pushed to the ground. Why they got to call that? Did you hit him in the face? Here's Williams working out of the bunch on the right. And it's just a drag route right over the middle. Little mesh concept, getting the crossing routes. He beat his man, and Goff found him. Nice job by Goff. And that's what you do. You get the ball in that guy's hands and just let him run because he's fast as hell, and he just goes. Nice job, Williams. And he picked up an extra 15 or so yards. Nice try trying to punch it out there by Bell, but too little too late as the damage has been done and kind of been the story of the night. The Dallas defense just has not been able to find the stops when they need them. They just hasn't been there. Every time the offense claws closer, the defense just can't get it done. And here we go. I formation. Dallas showing pressure, bunched up to the right, got the jumbo in there. ASB in motion to the left. Single back is Gibbs, toss to the left, cuts it back to the center. Another jump step, and they collapse on him, but not after a couple of yards here. So we're inside 8 minutes. And a touchdown here would be really big for Detroit, make it a 2-score game again. And let's see what Specs Campbell, let's see if he can't dial something up here. As he's looking it over and says, I'll take T-bone and garlic mash. Pickens looks on and just thinks, where's the closest casino? Because I need to get out of here. 2nd and 7. As the clock ticks, we're at 7.5 minutes now. In tight again, jumbo. Motion left, single back, Gibbs again. Handoff goes to Gibbs. He's got a hole up the middle. He cuts it back, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Nice, tough run in there by Jahmyr Gibbs, and they finally crack through. Gibbs hasn't had a whole lot of daylight on the running game, but he cracked it through there. Nice job, Jahmyr Gibbs. Nice job, Detroit Lions. And they answer right when they need to. Defense gives it up a little bit, and they just answer right back. And at this rate, Dallas will never catch him. Penei Sewell out there on the right side as he's pulling or, collapsing down the line, working into the second level, and Jahmyr Gibbs does the rest. And you're just not going to stop that guy when he's got 10 yards of steam ahead of him as he falls forward in the end zone. Second touchdown of the day now as the Detroit Lions looking to pull away here, and this be a big win for him here as Ed Hockley has never found a play he couldn't stop. because why not? It's just an extra point, and he's got to get out there, and he just needs to have impact on this game in one way, shape, or form. As Kathy Bates is ready to kick this one through, the long snapper looks back and says, "Let's go, little man." Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up and good, and it is now 27-37. Not out of the question, but at this rate, Dallas will just run out of time trying to catch up now as we get the team celebration, which is what grown men do now when they get paid to play football. We'll be back. Good game here. Don't leave yet. We're back to Detroit, friends, for the conclusion of what's shaping up to be a really, really good game. Playoff matchup between these two teams. Both teams got to have it. And at this point, looks like Detroit's going to get it as the kick goes down to Turpin, taken there at about the 6. He's up to the 20-yard line, back to the center of the field to the 25, and he's across the 30, up near the 35-yard line. Nice, tough running. As we get a look at the Bull Moose himself, and Kirk Herbstreit, they just can't believe how many points have been scored. And Herbstreit says, "Yeah, I know, Al. It's a lot of points. Look at all them points out there." And Al says, "Yep, 80 years ago, they never scored this many points. You know it." And Herbstreit says, "Well, I'm going to try some Gavin Newsom hand gestures here. And, well, you let me know how they work out." As we get a look at Jarrah in the backfield there. And Al opens his coat up a little bit and says, "I mean, Jarrah used to be so nice to me back in the day. I don't know what happened to him. And I don't know. We'll see." As we have another injured player, and let's hope he's okay there. Never like to see that. We're going to step aside for a few. We'll be back. Hang tight. We're back. As Dak tries to work some magic here, he's got bunch left, takes a snap, looking down the field. He's under pressure, and Prescott's going down in the backfield and just holding on to the ball too long there. Nothing really materialized for him. He was shifting left, and you just can't take that long. That's just too much time. And Dak Prescott knows that, and he takes a sack as he's looking down the field to the right and just rolls left, and the zone just, no one got open. That's just too much time to hold on to the ball. 2nd and 19 now, under 7 minutes left. As it's getting late early now, if you're a Cowboys fan, shotgun for Prescott, takes a snap, looks deep down the right, and he throws. And it's short. He's got his man Flournoy again near the sticks. He's going to have a first down. Nice job in underneath the zone again. Nice job. Little Flournoy having himself a little game now after that touchdown on the last drive. And Dak's really starting to pad the numbers now. 3 wide receivers. Quick throw out to the left to Pickens. He's got it. It's another 8 yards right there on the slant route. As we're about 6 minutes left, and they are moving quickly now. Got to have it. But really on the back end is, can their defense stop him? Shotgun again for Prescott. 3 wide receivers. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. Stutter step. He's got the first down and about 3 or 4 more. They're across midfield to about the 42-yard line of Detroit. It'll be 1st and 10. 5 3/4 left now. Tick tock on the Cowboys here. And let's see if they can't get inside that. Hoping for a push at this point with his .3, with his +3. I got to be honest. Bunch right, shotgun. Pickens alone out to the left. Prescott takes a snap, fakes the toss, and he's got in trouble again. And he is, oh man, Hutchinson almost had him. He dives and he corrals him, but Prescott falls forward for another yard. Man, he was pretty calm there with Aiden Hutchinson breathing down on him. Wow, that was really, really close there. As Hutchinson works outside and then comes back in on the play, almost had Prescott still going after him like a crazed dog, and he still was able to get him down as Hutchinson goes to the side to get some air. Trips right now for Dallas. Prescott fires one down the middle of Ferguson, or no, I guess that's Schoonmaker there. And that is caught, and that'll be a first down under 5 minutes now. Got to hurry here. 10-point game. They need 2 scores. Schottenheimer, the 7th, has another pin in his visor. Not a good look. As trips now, 3 wide receivers. Snap, handoff, goes up the middle to Williams. He's got 2 or 3, and he gets swallowed up right there as we're under 5 minutes now. 4.5 minutes. Tick, tock, Dallas. They have 3 timeouts, but can they stop the Detroit Lions? 2nd and 8 now, 4 1/4. Prescott takes a snap, throws a quick one out to the side. Good coverage there from Anzalone on Schoonmaker. Tough throw from Prescott. Doesn't get through. That'll stop the clock at 4:18 left, as it'll be 3rd and 8. And let's see how they fire it up here. As the specs are gone now for Coach Campbell. Let's see. Prescott over 300 yards passing. And if you ever wanted to know what it feels like to live in Detroit, there it is right there. You're welcome. 3rd and 8. 4 wide receivers, 2 by 2. Flournoy goes in out to motion to the left, trips left. Prescott takes a snap, pressure coming, throws it over the middle, and it's connected right there again, and it's a first down again. Flournoy again. Slant route working against Robinson there all day long. And Dak is really hitting the stat pad up, but I don't know if they can get a win here because they are running out of daylight here. 4 minutes now. 100 yards receiving for Flournoy. Takes a snap, throws out to the left, quick out to Pickens as he's pushed out of bounds by Reed after a pickup of about 6 or 7. Going to set up 2nd and short. 3:54 left on the clock. And we'll see. Huddle up now here for Dallas as Turpin comes in alongside Williams. And Dak's padding up the stat pad, but the team's still losing. So take that for what it's worth. Got some A.J. Brown in him there. Bunch up to the right. Turpin in motion left. Pressure coming on the left side, and this coming at from everywhere. Little fade route into the corner, and they just were not on the same page. It's going to be an incomplete pass set up 3rd and short. Nice idea from Dak. It's just his receiver. Looked like an option route, and the receiver just didn't pick up on it. The blitz came. He had it. It was single coverage working against man. Just didn't work. 3rd and 3 now. 3:50 left on the clock. And the offense has been alive in the second half for Dallas, but can their defense make a stop? Even if they score here, can the defense make a stop? Condensed formation here. Empty backfield and timeout now, Detroit Lions. As Campbell, not happy, did not like the setup, calls a timeout. As Schottenheimer the seventh is out of pens now. He's chewed them all up. Team will take a quick water break as we prepare for this big 3rd down and 3 right here. And either way, I mean, I would prefer to see Dallas score a touchdown and just push +3 because I don't think their defense can stop them. Maybe Detroit can run the clock out. But either way, Dallas needs a quick score. But regardless of the result, their defense is going to have to make a play. 2-by-2 after Ferguson goes in motion. Shotgun looked like he left early on the left side, but no, and he throws to the right, and it's almost intercepted. Big throw high to Ferguson, hit his hands. Ferguson wants a flag. Branch almost picked it off as it ricocheted off of Ferguson's hands and his own, but we have another flag. Branch is down. Not what Detroit wants to see. As Campbell looks on and says, I need that guy now. And of course, Hockey Lee wants to circle up because, I mean, who doesn't need to have a discussion after throwing a flag? It's either a penalty or it's not, right? You either threw the flag or you didn't. If you threw it, then you just need to tell us what it is, and that's it. And Ferguson doesn't like the way Anzalone is wrapping his hook in his waist because he's done it a few times now. And if they don't see it, it's not a flag. That's all I'm saying. What the hell is taking so long? I mean, why is there a discussion? The guy loves the camera, and I'm so sick of it. It's declined 4th down. Okay, who cares? Get out of here. And Schottenheimer the seventh can't believe it, and he just says, "Well, you saw what he said." He said the exact same everyone's saying. What is going on here? Ferguson's pinched, but really Ferguson's pinched because he fumbled earlier on, and that's the difference in the game. They call that offensive PI. I mean, I guess he kind of did just like work him over, but nice job by Anzalone to stick with him. Really, Ferguson should have caught it. Yeah, I mean, come on, you can't call that. If you're not going to call Anzalone, you can't call that on Ferguson. I mean, and Schottenheimer's fired up, but really what he should be doing is talking to Ferguson and saying, thanks for fumbling the ball on a nothing play. That is the difference in the game. As Anzalone gets away with another one, it'll be a field goal attempt here. And that's pretty salty for +3 if you're a +3 better like I am, unfortunately. And it just seems that I just don't know how to bet Thursday Night Football. And that, yeah, I think maybe I should just stop doing that because this is what I get every single time. Well, another thing, I think this is what you get when you bet on the Dallas Cowboys. Schottenheimer the seventh, Dak Prescott, Jera. And Brian Branch, who's one of the best defenders on that team, is really hobbled here. And again, get the stretcher, get his ass off the field, and let us get out of here. Because this game is dragged on now for 3 hours, partly because Sean Hockley, partly because there's a stoppage on every third play. And look, you can look at the headlines or whatever else you want to look at. You can look at Sean Hockley and his dumbass and his stupid ass crew. But ultimately, this game has come down to the mistakes that the Dallas Cowboys have made, chiefly among them, Mr. Ferguson, his fumble and his big PI or, or holding call has really been the difference in this game. I mean, the game's not over yet. It's likely just about over, but Dallas had their chances and they've just about pissed every one of them away. So let's not forget. Secondly, the Dallas defense has not been able to do a damn thing. Heard all this song and dance about how great Dallas's defense has been, and it's been fine, and they've been coming to life. But when they need a stop, they don't get one. Against the Detroit Lions, they hung 37 on them. That play right there is not the difference in the game. They showed it 8 times. What they should show, and they shouldn't show this guy's stupid face 8 times either. What they should show is the fumble. Just saying. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back. Back to Detroit now. Crime-ridden city. All right, I'll just stop. Ford Field here. Great game, honestly, on a Thursday night, which is not what we typically get. Like most Thursday night games, it is pretty sloppy. There's just a lot of delays. There's a lot of flags. There's just a lot of low IQ plays. But all in all, pretty great game. And you would expect as much considering this is a quasi playoff game here. As another big return for little Kennedy, 5'5", 125 pounds, but he is running hard down the line there. And he's got another return up near the 40-yard line. And they're showing a lot of them. And, well, we don't really need to see a lot of them because he's only there to return kicks. Now get him out of there and let's see what happens here because this is the game right here. We don't need to see Dak either. As Dak's looking real mean, but he's sitting alone on the bench. And that ought to tell you something. 1st and 10. Jared Goff, baby hands and all. Let's see if he can get it done here. And now it's up to the Dallas defense. If they can get a stop here, maybe something can happen. At their own 49-yard line. Great starting position for the Lions. Jumbo, double tight end in. Handoff goes to Gibbs up the middle. They crash the line. Nice work by the Dallas D to hold them to about 2 yards there, as it'll be tick-tock and the clock will start down. 3 and 20 seconds left as Branch being carted off. And you do not like to see that. Not good, folks. He's a really, really strong player in the secondary for Detroit, and hopefully he's okay. That would be a huge loss for this defense, especially as they attempt to make a playoff run here late in the season. 3 minutes left now. 2nd and 9. Getting late in D-Town here. Let's see. Goff taking his time. 8 seconds left on the play clock. We're inside 3 minutes now. Got the jumbo formation in there. Mr. Skipper off the right-hand line. Play action, and he's going to throw down the middle. He's got his man. It's ASB over the middle, and he's loose. And he's loose to the 20, and he's taken down there at about the 18-yard line. And that is big, big trouble for Dallas Cowboy fans. And that's probably going to seal it. Little slant route to ASB working out of the slot on the right side. Play action. They cooked it up. Thought the run was coming. Well done, Detroit. Nice play. Good throw from Goff. He hits his man. And, man, that's kind of been the story of it. Just Dallas defense can't make a stop. And the Ferguson fumble, and that's about it. And that's game, basically. I mean, it will take massive amounts of stupidity or an act of God for the Dallas Cowboys to come back and win this game now. And there's a challenge now. And what are we challenging here? I would love to know. They want a challenge to know if he was down in bounds. Okay, fair enough. Why not? Schottenheimer, the 7th, looks on and says, yeah, that's right. I'll do it. And he has that same stupid look on his face. We'll see. I don't know. That look is really starting to get to me, and I just don't want to see it anymore. Was he down? His foot went out first. So what is he trying to do? Save a timeout? His knee was down there, inbounds? Or was his foot down? Oh my God. Are we really doing this? Yeah, we really are doing this because this is the present day and age. This is the way it is now. We are going to scrutinize split hairs, split ends, quarters of inches for what? For more seconds to be added onto a clock. Man, these games take forever. And look who it is. Again, Sean Hawkely. And Dan Campbell says, stand down, little man. Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. I put my specs on, and that means I mean business. Stand down. 1st and 10 Lions. 2 1/4 left here. As Goff slaps his hands, huddles up, and they're going to show Kennedy again because he had the big return. Well, that's great. Why don't we show the Dallas Specials Teams coach? Because he's allowed a return every return 5 or 6 times. Why don't we show him? Well, where's that guy? And where's the serial killer defensive coordinator while we're at it? I don't know. Dallas had enough opportunities in this game to get it done. They just couldn't get it done. It's that simple. 2:25 left on the clock. Jumbo formation and Gibbs in the backfield. Handoff goes to Gibbs over the right side. He's got a lead blocker and he's got a hole and he's in to the end zone. And that's going to seal it as he trots in for his 3rd touchdown. And that's game with an exclamation on it. 43 points now for the Detroit Lion offense. 3rd touchdown of the day for Jahmyr Gibbs. And what a way to end it. just jamming it right down their throat. It took about 3 plays, and that's what happens. The Dallas defense just couldn't make a stop. Dak did what he had to do for the most part. The game was a lot closer than 2 touchdowns, I tell you that. That's going to be the finish on it, and maybe they can go, I don't know. Again, stranger things have happened, I guess. Dallas goes down, scores a touchdown, onside kick. I mean, I guess, but I can't say that I have a lot of faith. As Kathy Bates ready for the extra point. The hold is good. The kick is up and good, and it's 44-30 now. Barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. And overall, a really good game for Thursday Night Football. I mean, again, you have to take Thursday Night Football for what it is. It's a lot of sloppy play because it's a short week. Look at that man out there blocking, getting it done. And Gibbs just trots into the end zone. Too easy, ladies and gentlemen. Too damn easy. Got the pulling guard like that out front, blocking on the little nickel back. Not going to get it done. That's just too easy. And Jahmyr Gibbs just continues to pile it on. Guy's having himself a season now. As Dak, well, what are you going to do? As it's taken forever now, and we're going to get all kinds of nonsense here. But what's really happening is the Dallas defense is just incapable of making a stop. And Specs Campbell says, finally, we can take this win and just get on out of here. And it's going to end up being a really big win for the Detroit Lions. This is going to keep them live in the playoffs. And as we get a look, I don't even know what that was. I won't even comment on it. As Turpin takes the ball at the 5, cuts a return back to the middle of the field. He's up to the 30, cuts back again, and he just greeted there at about the 35-yard line. As the Hair Bear, number 15, is really fired up now because he doesn't get on the field much. As Betty Ford is out there looking on, and she's wearing sunglasses inside, and I guess I'll give her a pass. That is a huge Delta Bravo move, but for her, Martha Firestone Ford, I guess it's okay. I'm guessing her cataracts are acting up, and she needs a little blue blockers at night, so that's all right. And I hope she's enjoying the game there, Miss Ford. Good on you there for hanging out through it. The Bull Moose made it through all the way, so can you. Well done. Go Lions. 44-30 the score. Prescott working out of the shotgun. 3-man rush only. Prescott looking deep, throwing deep. He's got a man, a little lob, and Pickens. I don't know what he did. He kind of short-stepped that one. He cut that route a little short. It's almost like he didn't want to get hit there. That was kind of weird. I mean, Prescott threw a little Russ Wilson lollipop up there, but it looked like he might have something. And Pickens just kind of short-stepped that last one. I don't know. I'd like to get another look at it, but instead we're going to look at Jahmyr Gibbs on the sideline talking about how great he is, which we already knew that. So why don't we just get a replay of the last play? Just a thought. Trips left. 4-man rush for Detroit. Prescott fires one down the right side, and it's tipped up, and it's not caught. Number 81, the backup, cannot come down with it. Looked like a decent enough throw from Prescott, pushing it down the field. Mingo. And that'll set up 3rd and 10 now as we are just about out of here. We get a look at the playoff picture now. Bears, Rams, Eagles, and Bucks with Seattle, Green Bay, and San Francisco in the wild card. And nestled just below those, of course, Dallas and Detroit. And this is going to be a really, really big win for the Detroit Lions here to get them to 8-5 and keep them alive in the hunt, because that NFC North is really shaping up to be something. The NFC West is really something. And what is this here? Next Gen says Dallas is going to have a 9% chance to make the playoffs with a loss. And can't say that I'm surprised, because that guy on the left is coaching the team. And that's just not a face that instills a lot of confidence, is all I got to say. That one either. But Schottenheimer the 7th, just, I don't know. He has a look of a 2-bit golf instructor. Just not a leader of men is all. That's, I'll just leave it at that. Now that, on the other hand, is a man that will get in your face and say, get it done now. Specs Campbell doing a bang-up job in Detroit. And you never know. Hopefully Brian Branch is all right and they can stay healthy, as the bloodletting on Dallas is almost done here. Bunched out to the right. Prescott takes a snap. He's under pressure. He tosses one over the middle, short of Ferguson. It's going to set up 4th and 10. And this is about to be the last play of the game here, as Dak was under pressure and just had to let it go before he got crunched by Hutchinson there. Nice little spin move from Hutchinson to get in there and cause some havoc. He's just missed a few sacks on the day now. As this could be it. They break huddle, and Prescott is going to go shotgun. Looks like bunch right. Pickens all alone out to the left. Two high safeties here. Detroit showing pressure. Brings an extra man. Hutchinson on him, and the pass is complete to Flournoy, and he breaks a tackle. And number 19's having himself a nice little game now. But it looks like, is there a flag or something? Nope. There no flag. And Prescott's going to move him along as they did get the first down. And now Schottenheimer the seventh has another problem. And actually, we have a problem too, because what is happening? Because Hockey Lee is in the game again. And Hockey Lee wants to talk to the camera again. And he just needs to get words out. I swear to God, this guy is paid by the word, right? He should be a writer. Like the guy's he's a wordsmith. As we get more looks at Schottenheimer the seventh, and I'm really about done with him. Nope, he wasn't down, so it's a first down. Okay? Use your big brother cam and use it quickly, and let's go. Okay? He wasn't down. We can see it. Let's move on. Okay? It's a 2-score game. Okay, he was down. And the ball is still past the line. Man. Yeah, he was down. I thought anything inside 2 minutes was supposed to be reviewed up in the booth. They can see it there. You can see the ball is right at the hash mark. It looks like whether he's down or not, it's still a first down. Yeah, and now we're going to get the extended, right? We get again. So he's getting $2,000 per word here. This guy, because he just wants words. And his accountant friend on the side is going to talk to the other accountant, and they are going to relay it to Schottenheimer the seventh. And now he's okay with it because he got a first down. So he just has the confused look on his face, not the dumb confused look. So as if this game couldn't get any longer or any worse or any slower or any sloppier, they have continued to deliver on all of those things. And Hockey Lee is still talking because he just made another 25 grand. And now he even touched his chest. That's an extra 3 grand per touch. That guy just chipped off 30K with that little, array of words that he just spewed out. Now he has to come over and stop the game again, because that is what this guy does. This guy is unbearable. Now he has to talk to Dak and touch him. There's another 5 grand. And finally, we're back playing a goddamn football game as Prescott is under pressure again from Hutchinson, throws out to the left. It's complete to Turpin down the left side. He's across midfield, and he scampers up along. Turpin probably shouldn't run his mouth too much, because all they need to say is, scoreboard, little man. You're down 2 scores. $1:30 left. Schottenheimer the seventh, looking real. Well, he's looking real serious now, but I can't really tell because he always kind of has that dumb look on his face. Prescott moving quickly. Minute 32 left. He did stop the clock. 3 wide receivers. Comes up and changes the play. He's got Ferguson, 3 wide receivers right. Ferguson, slot right. Williams in the backfield. Takes a snap. Pressure coming again. Steps up, throws over the middle. And is it picked off? Close play. And a late flag comes in. Nice catch there by Ferguson, working over the middle. And Ferguson's got problems, and he wants a flag. He hasn't been happy all game, but he hasn't been happy since he fumbled the ball. And let's be honest about that. As Robertson had himself a long day today in coverage. PI not taken. It's declined, and we'll move it forward. And they finally call the PI on Ferguson. He gets chipped at the line. He gets chipped again. And Anzalone just doesn't let him go. And they call defensive holding. That's a hell of a catch by Ferguson there. I tell you, that is a hell of a catch. Trips left for Prescott in the shotgun. 4-man rush. As he's under pressure again, and he goes down on the 4-man rush. Muhammad off the end again. Second sack on the day for him as he just blows by the right tackle. And he loves it. He wants to go to the script club and just start making it rain as Dallas is forced to take a timeout. Nice work off the right side there by Muhammad. Look him just blow by the right tackle here. They just go little speed rush on the right side, little swim move, little cut under there. And he is all in Prescott's mix. Almost caused the fumble there. That's a nice move off the end there by the big man as he takes him down. We're almost done with the bloodletting here. This is agonizing, honestly. This game should have been over 20 minutes ago, as Ferguson and now Dallas can't even get their plays right. They're split 2-by-2. Shotgun. 4-man rush for Detroit. Dallas, Prescott in the pocket, throws one over the middle. It's tipped and it's intercepted. It's taken away by Reed. Nice individual effort to take it away from Flournoy. And that is finally going to do it. Nice effort by Reed there. Man, oh man, oh man. Let us get a replay. Working over the middle against Flournoy, and he just took it right out of his hands and almost dropped it, but I would love to get another look at it instead of the dancing and the carrying and all this other antics. Here's a throw by Prescott over the middle. Flournoy makes the catch. Thomas comes over and kind of strips it out. And yeah, Reed on the backside just stripped it right out of his hands. Did it hit the ground? I'm guessing Hockley wants to know because he gets paid by the word. No, he secured it. Oh, and it hit the ground. And I'm guessing that'll be another review that'll take another 2 or 3 minutes with 18,000 camera angles on 5G Big Brother Network, brought to you by Palantir and whoever else, in a game that's been over for 20 minutes that they just don't want to get over. As Dak looks on and says, "Damn it, that's going to hurt my stat numbers." As he gets carried off the field by some guy that never plays. No, that's Barnes. He had a good game. And finally, folks, we did it. That's going to end the game. And I hate to say that I cannot get a damn bet on Thursday Night Football right to save my ass. Dallas +3 looked mighty good, and it was there all day. It was there even in the fourth quarter, midway into the fourth quarter, and the Dallas defense couldn't get a stop. I mean, Dak and the offense did what they had to do. The big Ferguson fumble really was a game changer. And look at that face. The face on Schottenheimer the seventh. I'm telling you now, if that guy makes it in this league more than 3 years, I'd be shocked. That guy needs to go. As Specs Campbell will be around for a while. And thank God no more Hockey League Jr. I'm sick of that. And look, here's the thing, okay? Post-game recap, quick handshake as Dan Campbell just looks him in the eye and says, "I will kick your ass." Okay? But here's the thing. That was a pretty damn good game. That was a playoff game, and it was a good game. Like a lot of points, not a lot of defense, but a couple of big plays. Detroit defense made some really big plays. They were able to pressure when they needed it. The Ferguson fumble. I mean, well done. Detroit did what they had to do. That's what playoff teams do. They find ways to win, and that's why Dallas is likely not going to be a playoff team. And can't say that I'm too worried about that because looking at that coach and that quarterback and that team and that owner, I think we're okay if they don't make it to the playoffs. Anyways, friends, thank you for tuning in. It was been a week since we've been around the Blue Collar Broadcast, wrapping it up here in Detroit. Hopefully everyone makes it home safe. I don't think that'll happen, but best of luck to everyone getting home. And thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you for Sunday Night Football. Take care now. Bye-bye.